What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here.
Rick in here.
And in today's video, we are going to give you a 90-day action plan, the exact steps you need to make step by step. We're going to hold your hand today to make $100,000 in 90 days or 3 months. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be the ultimate action plan. You might hear other action plans out there. I'm telling you right now, this is a foolproof, tight, airlocked action plan to make $100,000. Guys, you're ready to make, at least 2 to 3 deals a month. Like if you're ready to go, like if you want to learn exactly the keys to doing this, our 90-day action plan, we are ready to share it today. This is very anticipated. I'm really excited about this, and let's talk about it. I'm telling you right now, like you want to make 100K in 3 months. We're going to show you exactly and foolproof. Like after this action plan, I haven't seen one person who's implemented this action plan not do well. And I'm going off of the people literally on our channel, they're making 30, 40K a month. They're literally like, I reverse engineer what they do, what we do, and we're ready to go, guys. So I'm telling you right now, 90-day action plan, $100,000. We're here to change lives today, and we're ready to go. Like I'm telling you. So I'm telling you, I mean, what do you think it takes to get 100K in 3 months? Like you just got to remember, guys, it's going to take action.
It takes a lot of action, and you got to be disciplined, and that's what's going to create the consistency. You just can't be all over the board. If you're all over the board, you get a deal here, you get one there, a deal falls out, and you have to do it. Like so many people are in love about studying wholesaling, talking about it, the shiny new object. Dude, I've been in the trenches 20 years. I'm just telling you. I do the exact same thing every day. If you came and spent time with me, did you ever like these coaches? Come spend a couple days with me. You're not getting the real deal. I promise you. It's boring. It's not sexy.
Well, some of it's sexy to a point. Like we'll show you exactly what to do.
No, it is, but I'm just telling you, it is work. It's extremely rewarding. It's a lot of fun. But I'm just like, people say, "Oh, I spent some time with you." I'm like, you don't, because it's kind of boring with us.
We're ready, like, because we're put your butts to work. Like honestly, you want to listen and get advice from me. We're gonna put your butts to work, and that's what. So, guys, 90-day action plan. This is a 2-day seminar condensed into one thing, guys. We're showing you exactly. Like the reason why we're talking about this and talking about how it's going to take some work is because, hands down, if you're not willing to put in the work, do not watch this video. If you are 100% committed, you're looking at yourself right now and you say, hey, I will make 100K in 3 months. You're in the right place.
Yep.
And here's guys, I know one person is going to watch this and their life is going to be absolutely changed from this. And that gets me jacked up. Like, guys, I'm pumped up, guys. Like, are you pumped up?
Yeah, this 90-day works so well and knock your hair off your head.
Oh my gosh, we're getting the hair.
What do you guys think of the hair? I literally just walked in and saw it. I'm just okay.
But I'm telling you, we'll get into that a little later. But guys, I'm telling you right now, 90 action plan. I'm jacked up. Are you ready to go?
I'm pumped, man. I'm excited. Let's go.
Get out of bed. Woo!
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
All right. I don't care, but to a point, guys, let's talk about it right now. Let's break down exactly. Let's get rid of all the fluff on this. Like, let's just talk about the 90-day action plan. Before we get into it, guys, you already know the drill. Smash that like button, subscribe, comment below any questions you got, and let's start taking action today. And let's share exactly our 90-day action plan to make $100,000. You ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's go. So, first of all, like we want to make $100,000, right? Now you can use this 90-day action plan. You can make it into a year if you want, just make 100K in a year. But let's kind of go off of raw numbers, right? Like we're very practical to a point. Like when we're looking at how to do deals, like all this stuff, it's like, let's reverse engineer it. So like you want to make 100K, right? There's multiple ways to make $100,000. It's kind of weird to say, but like it's the truth, especially for wholesaling. So number one, like what's 100K? It could be 10 deals at $10,000 each. You can be 4 deals at 25K each. You can be 100 deals at 1,000. You know, your favorite coach or guru, they love talking about they did 100 deals, and like, what if they did 1,000 at a time, right? Like, it really depends, guys. I hope you can tell here that like 100K is the goal. You can do it every which way you want.
I don't care how you get there.
You have one guy says, I did 4 deals this month, and one guy says I did 10. You might think the guy who did 10's like balling out, but hey, maybe like, hey, guys, we're closing $120,000 deals. Like I'm telling you, we got another deal we're working on right now. We're going to make over 100 on it. And it's like, seriously, like, why? It doesn't matter how many deals you do. I want everyone to remember it's about the profit at the end of the day. Let's talk about it. So I want to talk about like what your goals should be like for this challenge, for the 90-day like action plan. And no, this is not going to be the wholesaling challenge we have set out in June. This is just a kind of a do it because I want to give someone something to do.
Gives them a head start.
Give them a head start to do, because I only want people in that challenge that actually like need the help as a beginner. I want to get some people some deals so they don't have to go in the challenge. But let's talk about goals for a second, you know, and this is something happens with you and me, especially in our business and kind of before that. But like most people, this is from Bill Gates, but this is a great quote. You know, most people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. So if possibly your goal is to make 100K in 3 months, maybe you hit 80, right? Or 70, and you're like upset yourself. And then, you know, 5 years later, you're making like 2 million a month, right? Like it just, I'm telling you, like my goal starting out was make 100K a year. And like, we're passing that per deal almost in our business. So it's like, you know, you really underestimate what we can do in the long term, but I'm telling you right now, like, just don't get too crazy on a goal in the short term. Like always kind of shoot a little farther than you can and push the boundaries. But I'm telling you, like, we're going to show you exactly how to do it. So just understand that about goals. Like that's something I figured out pretty early, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to comment on goals because I think I've been part of corporate America when they like set goals. And if you guys ever work for corporate America, it's like you have to do better every year, no matter what. So you could have a record double the business and they still expect, 15, 20% returns. When you guys are running your own business, especially in wholesaling, I look at a goal as a target. Okay. And when you set it, you have to look at the numbers as you move through it weekly, monthly, quarterly, and obviously yearly. And the beauty is you can make subtle changes. Like we all know what's happened in the last 2 years. So if you had a goal and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to hit that now? You just pivot from it. It's like, you'll get so hung up on goals. I find sometimes goals defeat people more than it inspires them. So just reorganize it and call it a target and do something every day that moves you closer to it. If you're aggressive about it and you want to make it happen, if you're going to be hyper focused on having a successful wholesaling business, then you'll do fine. But please don't set a goal, walk away from it and go, man, I don't know how I missed that thing. Because goal is just an means to the end. And some of you guys set it and you forget it. And that's the problem, is you have to constantly have it in your mind. You want a goal to stick. Start with your why. Put it on your bathroom mirror, because you can't avoid your bathroom mirror. I've tried to avoid my bathroom mirror. And for God's sakes, do not use a Sharpie. Just use an erasable marker. I don't want people getting upset out there. But you got to have something to strive for. So instead of calling it a goal, call it a target. But either or, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly what I've seen too. So just understand your goals, guys. Just like getting in here, we're kind of got the goal setting here, but let's kind of talk about the 90-day action plan. Let's get in the nitty gritty. Let's get in the weeds of this. Let's break down the numbers, because I'm just telling you straight up, and this might upset people. Like, I'm not. It's not bad.
I got a frowny face yesterday. The first one I ever got.
You're never gonna make everyone happy, but what I can tell you right now is the information we're about to give you right now. This is information that we're about to tell you that it's going to work. We know it'll work. We're not the ones that, you give us money and we pat you on the back, we make it feel good, and we try to, we try to stay positive on everything on whole. Like, we'll tell you the pros and cons to it. Like, we're not scared. And the truth is, like, you're not paying me money. So we have a different dynamic. Like, if you paid me money, I sort of have to be customer service mode, be nicer than I am, and like not really kind of tell you the truth, but try to be sweeter to you. And then you got this weird dynamic, right? Like, where I'm not really trying to tell you too much of the truth, because maybe it makes me look bad. You're going to get a refund. It's all corporate. It's terrible, right? I don't have bosses. So I'm going to tell you straight up, like, straight up what's going to work. Not a lot of people are going to like it, but it's the honest truth. And until you make that conscious decision to actually do what we say, you're probably not going to be doing deals. I'm being completely honest with you. You can go on someone else's live stream, go listen to what they say, and then try to do that, this, and this. I'm telling you right now, the information you're getting, like, straight, like, a lot of these other coaches and stuff, they don't do deals. I'm telling you, like, they spend 7-8 hours a day on Zoom calls. They don't wholesale for real anymore. Maybe this stuff worked in 2006 when they started out, or 2015, 16, but they're not in the trenches every day. Like, so just understand that, like, the information we give, there's no end in sight for this. Like, we're not here on a funnel to go sell you on a course. So just understand, this is the raw information. And if you actually take what we say and pretend like you paid money for it, you're going to do well. Why do people who buy courses? Because they want to feel like, oh no, I paid $2,000. I better listen to this guy's advice. Guys, this information, charge $3,000 for.
Well, listen, everybody pays a toll, right? Everyone's paying us one way or the other.
Yeah.
You ever heard the word paying attention? You ever think about it? You're paying attention. That means you're giving it. It's a gift. And you were looking for a return. So whenever you make an investment, obviously with your money, that goes without saying, but like when people say paying attention, it means, and by the way, that is the currency. Like, your attention is everything, and we appreciate it. So when you pay your attention, you want to look to make a return on it. The number one tip I can give you before we jump into this: stop taking the information we give you, filtering out the stuff that you like and ignoring the stuff you don't want to do. It's a recipe for disaster.
It is literally like following a diet. For example, like, someone gives you a diet of like the, vegan. And then you're like, okay, I like that, but I'm going to have milk. I'm just going to have some milk. Or, you're doing a carnivore diet. You're like, oh, I'll have a potato or something. Like, or I do this diet and I'm like, I'm going to have a little bit of, I'll have a cake every week or so. Like, it's like, it don't take, like, it's a diet of actionable steps, and we're ready to go. So the reason why we're doing this, and like, we're like, I want only the real people who are ready to go get this information. Pretend you spent $3,000 in a weekend seminar. We can put you on a boat, make you feel good about yourself, put some rap music in the back, make you, oh yeah, I feel great. Pop some champagne bottles and make you feel like you're really getting somewhere. And, we can push it. We could extend this information for a weekend, right? And charge you $3,000. Pretend like you did that. If you pretend like it, you're taking notes, you're taking action, you're going to do well. And here's the truth. Another reason why we're giving this 90-day action plan is, next time somebody comments in the comments, oh, wholesaling's too hard, my market stinks, I can't do any excuse, I'll direct them to this video, okay? And I will say, do all this, and then come back to me. Either there's two things. They'll never come back to me because they won't do it, or they'll come back to me all happy because they did some deals. So without further ado,
let's go.
Let's get it. All right, we got some people, they got their pens ready, they're ready to go. So let's talk about, so
it's recorded too. So.
It's also recorded. So 90-day action plan. These are going to be the goals per month. So I'm going off a rough estimate, 10K a deal. Okay. Now switch it whatever you want, but this is rough estimates, right? And last thing I'd say, Kelper says, give me 60 days. I promise you 90 is going to be a lot. So let's talk about, so month one, let's get around 2 deals doing this method. Pretty easy to do. Month 2, 3 more deals. And then month 3, we should get everything rolling. Should bring about 5 more deals. Okay. This is what is the truth. So let's break down your biggest obstacle. Your biggest obstacle from getting 100K in 3 days is going to be you. Only you can determine your own success. I've said this a million times, and I'll say it a million more times. The information on our YouTube channel, the information on this or this, like it's not, the information you're getting. It's not your market. It's not this. It's you. You're going to determine your own success or not. I can't do the deals for you. Consistent action is going to be necessary for success here. Consistent action. No, oh, I'll do some action today, maybe not. It's consistent, right? And last but not least, you have to believe in yourself. And this is talked about a lot of times. You know, we talk about it all the time. But if you do not have a belief in yourself and take consistent action, quick question. Anywhere in this, did we mention, motivation, grind, quote unquote, having that sick motivation? No. Sometimes motivation isn't like,
listen, motivation is just a spark.
it's like the gym.
I'd say even Tony Robbins tells you, I'm just here to light a fire under you, but you're going to have to take massive steps to get where you want to go. So I motivate anybody, but that's the easy part. Like anybody can like get you pumped up. It's when you get home and you got to do the work. That's when I struggled initially when I did it. Cause like, I felt so good in that environment. The other thing is your biggest battle is yourself. You already know it, but you're still going to struggle with it. Is stop comparing yourself to everybody on the internet. You have no idea if that guy or gal actually does that many deals. If the whole comparison thing, it's fine to use other people's gauge and learn from them. But
thief is the comparison of joy.
What's that?
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Who cares? If he does 100 deals and you do 1 or 2, who cares? Just you're getting better each day and moving forward. But you have to take the action. And the biggest enemy is when you start doubting yourself, you start comparing the others and you go, well, maybe this isn't for me. Once you go down that road, it's hard. And you've got to have the mindset going into this because failure is not an option. And that's how I looked at wholesaling. I go, listen, either I'm going to be a successful wholesaler or I'm going to die trying. And I literally burnt the bridges and I had no plan B. I literally just went.
You had a job. You're working.
No, I did. But I went out.
Burn all those.
I went out of that job so freaking bad. Like it was like every day I was like, okay, I'm going to, and my boss motivated me to be very successful in wholesaling. But I couldn't work for that man for another day.
Wholesaling success, though, I'm telling you right now, it's like your leg days, right? I know. So you do leg day.
It's terrible.
But like sometimes you're like,
I got issues going on right now.
But you don't want to, you don't want to go, but you consistently need to go, or else your body's not going to be as good in shape as it is going to be in 15, 20 years. So you go no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's why you're successful, that we're successful. Because I cold called on the days I didn't want to cold call. I got up at 5 a.m. to put bandit signs out, even when I didn't want to get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Really not feeling it that day. Motivation didn't even get me through. It's just, hey, I have to do this today. I wasn't even motivated. I just have to,
Yeah.
That's the truth. So your biggest obstacle is going to be you. And most importantly, this action plan I'm giving out today to you guys, is not a suggestion. Okay. This is a maybe. This is a must do. This is a non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. There's no negotiating this plan. Okay. Non-negotiable. No excuses, guys. So there's going to be no excuses for success here. I'm just letting you know. I'll tell you, I've never seen one wholesaler fail by doing this plan. Not one. I would be shocked if I've ever found someone do all this and get back to me and said they did it. Because I never. So I'm eliminating excuses today. I'm sick of it. The lazy will fail. You get through day 45 and then you quit, right?
I find those people are going to quit at anything they do. It's so easy for human nature to get excited about it. By the way, everybody has an idea. Everybody's got this brilliant, oh, I want to do this. The real meat and potatoes, and this is life in general, and definitely in wholesaling, you have to execute. Anybody can have an idea without execution. It's nothing more than something floating in the air. That I rather work with someone that can execute over someone that can throw me 15 ideas. It's just how it works, guys. That's it. If you can become a integrator and executor, your value's through the roof, because those are the people that consistently take action and they get results. The person that's all over the board, and I've been that person, I'm not perfect, is the more I dug in and got it down. So I was on a mastermind with, I think it was Joel yesterday. And we talked about, I've made my most money in wholesaling when I made a big mistake. So like Joel made a mistake. He didn't lock a deal up because he wasn't comfortable with it. Another wholesaler came in and locked it up and selling it for like 40,000 more than he ever planned for it. But the thing is, Joel will never make that mistake again. But Joel took action. He missed the boat a little bit, but that's normal, guys. Like I can tell you how many times I've screwed up a deal. Like once you do it once, if you do it twice, I guarantee you'll never do it again. But I've always made the most money when I made mistakes. If you're scared to make a mistake, get over it. That's how life works. This is not high school. This is not college. The only way you truly learn in life is you fail forward. Failing forward means you keep trying and attempting it. And when you get it right, you learn. I forget the acronym for fail. Someone will share it with me. But guys, failure is how you learn in life. If you never fail, I promise you, you will never grow as a human being. It's just with relationships, finances, everything you do. You have to take a risk in life and move forward. Is there a risk? You might lose money on a deal? Yes. Sorry. It's the truth. Wholesaling minimizes it. That's the great news about what we do.
I mean, you got to go back to the Jim Rohn quote, right? Life's risky. You're never going to get out of it alive, right?
Yeah, you're not alive. And you know what? Here's the best part is if you're like on the fence or something like that, you guys can always go back to your old life. It's so easy to fit into it. Trust me. At 33, I fit comfortably into it. I hated it, but it was comfortable. It got so comfortable, it made me brutally uncomfortable. And then I took massive uncomfortable action. And here I am talking to you today. Like 20 years I've been doing this. Like I love this business.
Yeah, it's great.
So execution so much. I'd rather go with someone through a plan than talk about an idea anytime. Ideas are okay.
All right. I agree. So, and also guys, there's no shortcuts or excuses in this business.
There's haircuts.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm telling you guys, like everyone loves the quick shortcut, the quick hack. And then, people figure out, maybe it doesn't work. And then, you get this crazy thing. And then guys, there's no shortcuts to success here. We're telling what works. And I'm telling you what works for me and what worked for you from most wholesalers. And remember, guys, I think we're on the way here. It's never easy, but it's worth it every single time. So if you're willing to do that, let's get ready. So before we get into the actual meat and potatoes ready, I need everyone here to commit today to taking the action for success. Before I give you the information, false evidence appearing real.
I heard of another one the other day. I got to think about it. My ADHD will kick in some point.
So you got plenty of people watching.
I'll think while I do it.
Guys, I need you guys to commit today to taking the action if you're actually ready to do it.
I know what it is. First attempt in learning.
Oh,
I love that one.
It was already popped up. Shout out.
What's that? Someone put that up there?
Yeah.
So that's good. It's not my quote for full disclosure.
No.
But I go, it's if you look at fail as first attempt in learning, then fail a lot. Like I fail a lot still to this day. I take a risk all the time. It's calculated and I learn. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that again.
So let's talk about getting committed today. So let's get some commitment going, guys. Take some commitment and we'll break it down. So if you're ready to commit, let's get it. So let's get right into it. Ready? Week 1 and 2. Like we're getting into it. Ready? So this is day 1 through 14. This is 90 days. Your first week, you definitely should be taking action. But for most people who are brand new, just go to freewholesaling.com, watch one module a day until you get it complete. There's like 7 or 8 of them in there. You got marketing, acquisitions, everything.
It's all in there for. This is why we laid it out, because I could go on a 10-hour live. I'm still not going to be able to give you like everything.
But here's the thing about free courses. And I was showing you this course. There's ever since we created the free wholesaling course, there's been so many free wholesaling courses out there, right?
Free's abused now.
And they're all funnels to go into their $5,000 program. And what these courses are, which I'm going to talk about a lot tomorrow, because the MLS wholesaling course is actually coming out tomorrow at 5 p.m. tomorrow. It won't be live, but it's good. Trust me. Put my heart and soul into that one with the information we have. But like I kind of talked about tomorrow, and I'll even today, like the free courses you're going to get and the free information you get in wholesaling outside of our channel, there's a few out there that are good, but like they're not big channels. But with free wholesaling information, they're meant to do one thing, and they're meant to sell courses. That's why they give free information out. And the other thing they do is try to confuse you. So when someone gives you a free action plan for wholesaling or a free wholesaling course, the goal of that course is to confuse you, get you frustrated. And the answer always create that problem. And then they create the problem for you and they sell you a solution. So it's like a doctor breaking your kneecap and then saying, hey, I can fix that for some money, right?
We talked about it a little bit yesterday. It's kind of like there's certain softwares you ever get like, oh, I'm talking not even like in the real estate space, other stuff I've tried. And then like all these little apps are in the right-hand corner. And the one you want to push to like think about your day, they go, no. You have to upgrade to hit that key. I'm just like, are you kidding me? I just spent 2 hours learning every other thing you taught me. And now the one thing I need to go, you got to buy. And they go, well, why are you here and you have your wallet out? And it's like a rabbit hole. It's like once you get in that rabbit hole, you've already consumed some of the information. You like me, you might as well just pay me. And now I will solve your problem.
Just understand, guys, FYI. Right? So like there's a wholesaling course out there. It's a free wholesaling course, right? And what they do is they'll teach you a little bit of marketing, a little bit of cash buyers. And then, you're kind of confused on like, okay, I know how to market. I know how to find a cash buyer, but how do I negotiate the deal? That's very confusing to me. What they'll do is they'll have a little acquisitions module here. You click it and they're like, hey guys, sorry, that's a premium video. You have to be in a $10,000 mastermind to learn. The people that paid for it, they're going to get really upset if they actually, if they see I reveal that information. Guys, I'm just FYI, if a course is free, is there to confuse you. If it's not freewholesaling.com, it's a stupid guru course. And honestly, I don't care who. Like,
who's going to have more experience than like between us and like wholesaling? And it's the other thing is people have the audacity to like go out and go, well, I provide plenty of free content. Great, just make it all free. Like, why not? Who cares? Like, life's like we are so transparent. Every guru in the world has our course. I know they do it. I know the IP addresses. I can tell who's gone. By the way, everybody on this, I love you all dearly. I know which one of you like go through all the content. They show me the stats. I want everyone to be like 100%. That's the goal of the 90-day action. But like, it's almost like, no, I'm not in any book clubs. I read enough books, but I'm a slow book reader. I like it more on audio. That's like going to book club and not reading the book or just reading 1 or 2 chapters and then having a discussion like this. Any of you guys that go all the way through freewholesaling.com and then you come on the one-on-one lives and you're taking actions, you're going to get the most value.
I'm still, hands down, we're the only wholesaling channel that is live cold calls. I had a DM today said, Zach, you got to stop saying you're the only does live cold calls. This guy just posted a video of a live cold call. I said, show me the link. I see the link. Guess what it is? It's recorded, edited, nice. Unless the video was streamed live, you went to time.gov and showed, hey, this is live. Let's go do a call. You don't got the cojones to actually go do it live. And nobody does that except for us. They do not have the courage to actually click that live button and cold call live. If they get a good live, they might post it, make them feel like good about themselves, but they ain't posting it live. And they're scared of it. So I'm just telling you, I get these DMs all the time. Try me. We're still the only ones on it because we're not here to sell you anything. The people that sell you stuff, they're scared to go live.
I heard somebody post the other day. I'm not going to say who it is.
Oh gosh.
They found a deal. Beautiful spread, like 50 grand. And somebody asked, how did you get it? This was recorded, by the way. It was edited. It wasn't live. They have like 30 plus cold callers. Do you know the logistical nightmare of having 30 cold callers? Like plus, it's
crazy. So just understand, guys.
That would offset the entire profit of the deal.
I know. So the reason why we're talking about this is you're going to get pitched so much free stuff during this challenge, during this 90-day action plan. We're just letting you know freewholesaling.com is the only free one you should be going after. So I want you guys to watch one module a day until it's complete. Okay.
And guys, those of you that are in our Facebook group, Wholesaling Houses for Real.
Well, yeah.
If anybody's DMing you or PMing you saying, hey, I can help you out for a couple $100, just screenshot it and send it
Oh yeah,
and report it, because I think we're the only ones that completely call everybody out that does that, because it's like a new shady way on people doing it. I'm just telling you, you're going to be preyed on if you go down that rabbit hole. And I strongly advise not doing it.
And Jolene makes a good point. When you see a live call that's edited, most of the time it's an actor on the other end. I'm being straight up with you.
That's it. Anybody
being
can
straight
do it.
up.
I could be on the other end of it. It's
We
like,
click live stream and then I use a spinner wheel
yeah,
and randomize the entire thing. So I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, someone posted live. Don't be going after me on that. But what I'm telling you is with the group, right? So number one, we're going to go to freewholesaling.com and you're going to watch one module a day till it's complete. Still doing what we say. And I'm ready right now with you. You also, this is part of the actionable steps. You're going to join Wholesaling Houses for Real, the Facebook group, and talk to me or Rick once a week, either Wednesday or Thursday. You could do both days, but we prefer you do one day to keep everyone so everyone can talk to us. I'm committing for the next 90 days. I'll be able to do this, and we'll be able to do this. We'll talk to each person that's ready once a week. And like I'm telling you right now, I don't even care if you have no questions because you're taking action. I just want you for 15 seconds to say, hey, I'm doing this today. I did this week and I did this. And they say, okay, have a great one. I appreciate it. You're keeping accountability to me. Okay. So, and I'll remember you, trust me. So that is part of the actionable steps. So again, I think we lost half the people on this. Like, wait, I have to be accountable to somebody? Oh, I can't do this challenge then. I'm trying. If you can't do a 15-second call with me once a week, how are you going to follow up with all your sellers twice a week, right? So this is how we weed out number one, right? This is like medical school, right?
And you have to be like honest to be accountable. If you can't be honest with yourself, there's just
you can lie.
You can lie. It's not going to help.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's not. You're just like wasting time when you do that, guys. Honestly, I've been on this planet 52 years. I'm here to tell you, when people can be honest and accountable for every action they do, amazing things happen in your life. I used to be a victim long time ago. I'm just telling you, you got to lose any type. Oh, poor me, poor this, poor that. I'm here to tell you, be honest with yourself. If you don't like where you're at, just fix it. So if you're struggling in wholesaling or you're just getting started, follow this plan. I'm telling you, it works. It worked for me. I taught him how to do it. I've taught thousands of people how to do it for free. Guys, there's no catch. I promise you. It was like, oh, when are you going to come at us with a credit card? Honestly, if I was going to come, I would have already hit you with it. You know what I'm trying to do here. Create a legacy. No secrets in wholesaling, guys.
No,
everybody learned it from somebody. It's human nature to pass it down. The secret is they try to tell you it's a secret and you have to pay to get that secret. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. So
let's go.
Week 1 or 2. So we got 2 options. If you're virtual, in person, I prefer you do the in-person one. If you're virtual, obviously we've got people from Sweden watching, right? Dubai. We got people in Jamaica, like Bahamas, right? So of course, like I don't want to leave my virtual people out. So week 1 to 2, right? So day 1 to 14. Day 1 to day 7. We're gonna start a little easy. This is like just easing into working out. We're gonna do a couple squats. We're gonna just ease it in here. We're gonna get comfortable with the process. We got Emma from,
or you can just dive in the cold water instead of putting your toe in. But
yeah, so let's just do this method first before we do that, because you have to be watching the free wholesaling content, kind of learning the business before we start doing like a crazy amount. So day 1 through 7, we're learning freewholesaling.com, right? We're getting accountable, right? We're getting it going. So we're going to collect 100 drawing for dollars leads and we're going to cold call them. That's it for week 1. Very simple to do.
Okay.
Very simple. You're learning wholesaling, right? Like you're getting into it. Like we're going very, very simple here. Day 7 to 14, we're picking it up, right? We're going to collect 300 drawing for dollars leads and cold calling. If it's virtual, replace drawing for dollars with probates. Boom. Oh, there's only 60 probates this week I found. Well, go to the county next to it. Like keep doing the counties outside until you do the entire state for probates. I don't care. There's at least for the 3 counties around you, there's probably at least 300 for a week you can pull. So you get plenty of probates. And for virtual, there's probably 300 probates an hour in the United States. So you got plenty of these leads, right? So this is the action plan. Okay. This is what it is. Now let's talk about week 3 to 4. This is when we get a little we get it more interesting, right? So week 3 to 4, days 14 to 28. Day 14 to 21, we're going to be collecting 100 drawing for dollars leads, 100 probates, and then 100 code violations. And we're going to cold call all of those. Sounds like a lot, but I want to guarantee you get a deal, right?
You're going to have to.
We got to make 100K, right? We got to make 100K. And honestly, I'm not saying this to like make anyone feel bad. You can do this in a weekend. Like you could do all this stuff in a weekend if you hustle. You've done 15-hour work days, right? Like you can do it.
Guys, the first 2 years, I was nonstop. Like I didn't have to, but like I'm the type of person like when I start something and I really believe in it, like I'm all in. And if you're like that, so
I'm checking the audio.
Yeah. So, he's like, yeah, pick away at the pro. But we're all a little bit different. So if I have a book something I really want to learn about, I just read the whole thing cover to cover. And then the next day I read it again. And then like 3 or 4 days later, I read it again. That's how I learn. I cannot pick away chapter by chapter. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just how I work. So adapt your learning style because you're not in college and you're not in high school.
No, if you really telling you what to do.
Yeah, if you know how to learn, but guys, if you can get on a discipline because you don't know what it takes to be consistently good at wholesaling, at least start with this plan. And then once you have success and have money in the bank account, then you can make pivot and changes. But I don't think you should change anything until you master putting that money in your bank account.
Exactly. So let's do this exactly. We're going to keep you on the process here.
Okay.
So day 21 to 28, we're going to collect 100 drawing for dollars leads. We're going to push it, but this is the point, right? We're going to do additional 50 probates, 50 water shutoffs, 50 fire damage properties, and then 100 arrest records. And we're going to cold call that entire list. That one's pushing it, but I'm telling you, it's the action plan. Like you want to make like everyone wants to know what to do. This is what you got to do. And so we're going to keep going here. We got week 5 to 6. This is when we start picking up. This is more hustle mode, less leads, but more hustle per lead. So I think it's a pretty important one. So week 5 to 6. So day 28 to 35, we're going to collect 100 drawing for dollars leads. Obviously, you see we're drawing for dollars at least 100 a week, right? And by now you should get a drawing for dollars deal by just doing 500 calls like that. But we're going to keep digressing. We're going to do 100 probates and then an additional 100 code violations, and we're going to cold call them. That's it. Day 35 to 42. I'm telling you right now, collect 100 drawing for dollars leads and 100 pre-foreclosures. Only 200? That seems kind of small, right? Well, we're going to grab yellow sticky notes and we're going to put that on all 200 of those leads. See on the bottom, the reverse drawing for dollars module and pre-foreclosure modules in freewholesaling.com. We kind of break down exactly what to do there. Again, guess what? If you go to freewholesaling.com, it's all in there, right? Like it is all taught in there. That's why I'm telling you, spend the first week, do just 100. That's all I'm telling you. Really learn what we're saying. I'm telling you, it's not going like watching 5,000 videos. It's like, just watch the videos in the course. I'm telling you, that course is as bare bones to learn wholesaling, make hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. I didn't fluff it up.
No flashy graphics.
We didn't make it flashy. Like we're like showing you exactly what you got to do. And that should get you like started on it. But really that's what you got to do on that part. And then we're going to keep going. We're going to keep it going, right? So week 7 to 8, right? We're doing days 42 to 56. Day 42 to 49, we're going to collect 100 drawing for dollars, 100 probates, 100 code violations. We're going to cold call them. And then we're going to leave sticky notes. We're going to cold call them and then leave the sticky notes on top of that. Oh yeah, we're getting aggressive now. Day 49 to 56, we're going to collect 100 drawing for dollars leads and then an additional 100 pre-foreclosures. And we're going to sticky note all of those again, trying to, do a little bit code violations. Then we're going to do like pre-foreclosures. The reason why we're doing this again is we're trying to get a feel of, hey, what's working? What isn't working, right? Like what's working. So we're going to ask here, I can't write this fast enough. So we'll go back and we'll kind of go back here, do it a little slower. So 5 to 6, remember doing that. We're going to do a quick overview on this on the end too. And remember, this is all recorded.
And yeah, you can freeze it.
Yeah, you can freeze it, screenshot it.
Don't feel stressed about.
Yeah, don't feel stressed on this. And We're going to date 56 to 90. We're going to answer questions while leaving this up so it's easier for you guys to write this up. So date 56 to 90. This is what I figured out. You're going to get some deals by now. I want you to figure out your top 3 marketing lists and strategies that have yielded you the best leads, results, appointments, things like that, right? And you're going to dedicate as much power, woman power, man power, into marketing that list. If you could do 1,000 cold calls on probates, if probates are working the best, get into it. Yeah, like I'm telling you right now, that's you have to put all of your effort into the top 3 lists. So we're the list we've gone after. You've been at this point, you've been doing a lot of drawing for dollars, a lot of pre-foreclosures, arrest records, fire damage, water shutoffs, arrest records, code violations. Like we're doing a lot of different lists, and you're going to figure out which one's working best for you, virtual or in person. Okay. If you're virtual, there's literally no excuses. I'm telling you right now, drawing for dollars is going to be the best one. But I'm going over this one question too, just while we're getting, because this is live. What goes on with the sticky notes? And this is kind of back to the instruction thing. Read this, buddy. And what does it say on here? See reverse drawing for dollars. Oh, I guess the free wholesaling got in trouble. My bad. All right, buddy. Look. So see reverse drawing for dollars in pre-foreclosure modules in freewholesaling.com. That's what you do with the sticky notes, okay? All right. So I'm telling you right now, that's what it is. But you're going to get a nice collection of all the marketing, all the marketing that works, and we're going to go hard in the paint on that. And honestly, at the end of that, you just got to figure out what marketing channels work best. Again, this is I'm trying to think of other entrepreneur type people that do better businesses than us that make hundreds of millions a month, right? And are billionaires. And a lot of them talk about this, and this is the truth. Figure out what you're good at and what works, and double, triple, quadruple down. I'm telling you, the reason why I can help so many people go from 10K a month to 100K per month, which is actually pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
What do? We literally look at their business, say, hey, you did 10 deals last year. Great. Wow. You did 8 out of 10 deals in these 3 zip codes. Let's just let's triple down on those zip codes, right? And then it's like, hey, you got 80% of your deals from cold calling a vacant list, and the rest were terrible. Let's quadruple down on that, right? It's not complicated, right? What's working for you, just triple down on that, right? And honestly, that's what we're telling you. Kind of shoot some darts, see which one's sticking, and then what's sticking, go after it, right?
Yeah. I mean, listen, we've always recommended just trying to pick one marketing channel, get going. But here's what happens. Here's a little bit of the caveat on that. Okay. Why do you think I like direct mail so much, other than it's very scalable and easy to do and makes a phenomenal return? I started out doing that because that's what I was taught and learned. So what happens sometimes is we use it as a crutch because it's what we're comfortable with. So by Zach showing you different strategies to find motivated sellers, it's kind of opening up your array. And we're not having to do 10,000 leads, and each one of them would overwhelm you. But I've never been a cold call guy. I don't like it. It's a pain in the butt. He's really good at it. So the reason I'm so confident in direct mail, because I started out doing it. Now I've pivoted, but it took me a long time to do it. And I'm trying to open you guys up, is you don't want to get stuck in one corner, especially if you're just doing texting and that's all you do. If somehow the carriers decide nobody can do it anymore, then you're going to have to figure this out.
Texting wasn't even mentioned in this.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, no email blasting, no PPC.
We're trying to teach you the basics. So if you think about football, I know the ladies, some of them are just nobody wants to learn how to block, how to block and tackle. But I'm the guy screaming the game. Why can't you tackle that guy? How you're just reaching your hand out there. We're trying to have you reach out with 2 hands, get a lead, and get a firm foundation on it, and do it over and over to the point it's a memorized behavior. And then you do it extremely consistency. Then you can add what you want. Once you decide to scale your business and do what you do, after you got a little bit of time and money in your bank account, money, not money you're spending, money you've earned in wholesaling, then you can double down on any one of them you want to do. Some people go so deep in the cold calling, some SMS, some direct mail. So we're trying to give you a little bit more exposure because I don't want you to lean on one crutch for your entire career. Because I did it the first 5 years and I missed out on a lot of opportunity.
Yeah. And so just FYI, guys, like you try all of them and figure out what strikes your fancy. But like we're telling you what to do. There's no ifs, ands, or buts on this, right? Like it's not, oh, I don't like cold calling, so I'm not. You're gonna do it. Do the reverse drawing for dollars too. Like you have to do what we're saying here because unfortunately, kind of like you've said, people get like, oh, I don't like cold calling, so I'm not going to cold call. I'm just going to do this one instead. And then you fail because like that's the truth. So don't get stubborn, guys. You get stubborn, you're not going to do these deals. So just FYI, guys, on this one. And let's kind of break down the honest truth. And I'm going to break this down again. Like, I don't care what your guru says. I seriously, I get this all the time. But my coach says, this other YouTuber says, this person says, the guy says, this guy says I should do an innovational deal. Guys, I don't care what they have to say. These people spend 8 to 9 hours a day on Zoom calls. They flip students full time. They don't flip real estate. They flip students. I don't give a bleep about what they do. I really don't. I seriously could give less of a care in the world of what they tell you. I'm just going to tell you what works for me. If you don't want to take our advice, don't take it. But if you legit want to make 100K in 3 months, you got to do this stuff. We don't care what they say. Okay? We're not taking you money. This business is not all sunshine and rainbows. It's going to take work. If you're willing to put in the work, you can do it. Okay? We do this business for real. We've trained thousands and thousands and thousands of people go from 0 to 100K. We know what we're talking about. But we run a 7-figure operation. We help so many people. So I'm letting you know right now, there's literally, we know what works. Nobody who did this has ever gotten successful in this business with one quick hack or shortcut. What was it? Like 2 years ago, everyone was like the mystery equity list is the greatest thing.
The unknown equity list. You guys, it's the great reveal. It's come out almost 4 years later. It was all a big lie. There's the unknown equity. It's because it's unknown. Nobody could ever verify the data. Nobody could do any type of split testing.
People got deals from it though. But you can't run a 7-figure operation on that, right?
No, you can't. And so unknown equity just means the county records are not sure. It could be anything. That's like going, that's like doing a quick pick lotto, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When like you just have the machine pick out the 7 numbers. Eventually, you buy enough tickets, you'll win something. But in the long run, actually, it was more of a gimmick for people to sell coaching products than anything because they acted like it was a big secret. And I tried it, and you get a deal or two, but like in the long run, it just falls apart. And it's actually a big number. Increase your list by almost 15-20%.
True. Quick question, guys, you got to be watching what I'm saying. I'm getting questions. People are not watching what we're saying. What should I do if I'm virtual with the drawing for dollars? Let's kind of go back and let's break it down one last time. Virtual, replace probates with drawing for dollars. Okay, guys, you gotta. If you came in late, just watch the replay when it's over. But we clearly state everything you need to know. And so I'm telling, like, we're not. There's no quick hack to success here. And let's break down our rules for success with this plan. Like we kind of talked about like how are we going to guarantee people get results? What are some concrete rules? And we kind of broke this down. Number 1, don't get cute with this business. What do I mean by this? Don't get cute. Like when I say you do a yellow sticky note, don't get a red sticky note because you think it's going to be better. There's a reason why the yellow sticky note works. The reason why probate works, right? Like don't get cute with it, okay? Did I say pull the pre-probates? No. I said pull the probates, right? Did I say do a bunch of postcards and waste $3,000? No, right? Okay. Did I say do Facebook? No. This is a interesting one. This is where I get in trouble, but like here's the truth. If you're you're going from 0 to 100K, no creative financing, no innovations, like none of the cute little stuff that like you hear thrown around everywhere.
It's so sexy.
I don't care that you spent $10,000 on a lifetime membership to learn creative finance. I don't care. This is a wholesaling. You make $100,000 in 3 months. We're going to be laser focused on wholesaling and getting this done. Okay. You can do your creative. Guys, we do creative finance deals all the time. We love them. But let's focus on making the 100K first. Let's feed your kids. Let's feed your family. Let's retire your mom first, and we can get in the wealth building stuff. Okay. I'm telling you right now, do not get cute with the thing. I got questions all the time. I see it on other people's live streams. Should I do novation on my first deal? And someone says, of course you should. I'm 18 years old. I have no money. Like, come on. Like, I'm just telling you guys.
There's no such thing as a novation agreement. Sit down with a lawyer and ask them. A novation is a technique. It's not a contract. It's not a strategy. It means to replace. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know how all this got caught up with it. And by the way, sometimes, frequently, not frequently, in a rare occurrence, you have to just help a homeowner out. But I don't know, partnering up with a distressed homeowner for like a retail profit at the end.
We've heard about novate. I'm just telling you.
They're the greatest thing.
Yeah.
I've reinvented it. And then the other thing I hear about creative, I love creative financing. Guys, I love it. But I see the trend with creative financing. By the way, your creative financing comes from your wholesaling leads naturally. So you don't have to do anything different. You eventually learn some techniques and strategies, and that comes with experience and time and working with the right people. But for those of you that are picking creative financing because you think wholesaling is too hard, you're going to get a rude awakening, because creative financing, when you do it the way a lot of ways being taught, you're not cash flowing from day one. If you are, God bless you.
To make 100K in creative financing is so much harder to make 100K in wholesaling. Now, the 100K in creative financing comes monthly, passively,
Long term too.
but it's a long-term play, guys.
It's a finance strategy. So a creative financing deal that is cash flow positive goes like this. You give the seller, say, $5,000 to give you the deed. You put in a little bit, say you put in $3,000 to work in the house. Now you're at $8,000, and somebody gives you $20,000 to take it over. That gives you a positive $12,000, and then you're earning $300 to $500 minimum a month. Dude, I'll do those deals all day long.
No,
but I'm just telling you, the way it's being taught out there, everybody's going into a negative cash flow. Like, oh, but the equity. Dude, equity can disappear like that.
We'll do some creative finance videos. We'll teach it, but this is kind of it. I'm telling you, don't get in the creative financing until you make 100K. I'm telling you, no VAs till you hit 100K too. Like,
it's not a shortcut either.
No.
Like, creative financing is not going to make your life easier. Oh, I'll go around wholesaling because then I can just pay everyone retail. Oh, I've seen that happen before. So I'm just telling you, if you learn wholesaling is the most fundamental strategy of real estate investing, and if you master it, dude, the sky's the limit. I've never seen somebody that's really good with real estate investing that didn't master wholesaling. Give me anybody. I'm telling you, if they're in the game long run, there's no way you can do it without it. Plus, wholesaling pays you. It puts money in your pocket today. So what's the line with our boy Jordan Belfort on the if your rent's late, pick up the phone and call a motivated seller.
Oh yeah. So
if your lady says you're broke, pick up the phone and call a motivated seller. It just, guys, wholesaling will fix a lot of problems in your life. Is it easy? No, but if you do consistent action with what you're teaching it's actually very easy.
Oh yeah. So let's break down the other rules here. Let's go here. All right. So rule 3, no VAs to make 100K. Telling you, like, take the action plan we're saying. 100K.
That's a virtual assistant. So if you guys are new with it.
Yeah, 100K. I'm telling you right now. Do not be doing it until you make 100K. I see this mistake all the time.
You got to figure out,
you're wasting time.
You got to figure out how to lead yourself before you teach others to do it. If you don't know how to lead and do it yourself, how are you going to tell others to do it?
Definitely. Let's see here.
I've never seen a VA say no to anybody, right?
No.
Oh,
no.
yeah. I'll do it.
No.
I'll call 10,000 people for you.
But yeah.
I'll call 10,000.
So the next one here is no LLCs until you get your second deal closed. We figured that one out. Like, you're getting cute with everything, right? You're spending time on stuff you shouldn't be doing. So I'm telling you, no LLCs till you get 2 deals closed. And lastly, no keeping off the gas, right? Like, you can't stop the marketing, right? And that's the most important part.
So, like, the strategies you earn, like, from day 1 to like 14, and it builds after that up to day 59, you have to keep implementing and building on it. So if you think about a sport activity, like say soccer, if someone's learning how just to fundamentally pass the ball, say, listen, Rick, I need you to do that 2,000 times, and then come back and review. And then he comes back. Okay, we're going to do 2,000 times to the left, and then we're going to teach you how to like kick it forward. I'm not a soccer guy, you can tell, but I just repetition is like the mother skill of anything, and it doesn't. People who are really good at anything, they just it's all repetition. So by doing this action plan, it's going to force repetition in you, and it's going to make you consistent. If you're consistent, there's nothing that's going to ever stop you in this business. The people who have the biggest problems are the ones who randomly market. It's just a problem. And by the way, not every day is a perfect marketing day. Sometimes you get your head beat in, but you have to don't let anybody else's words or actions affect your attitude. Even your family. Listen, it's okay to be sad. Like if something bad happens, but I'm just saying, if someone's having a bad day, that's on them. It has nothing to do with you. Something's going on in their life. It probably has nothing to do with you. And you can't go, hey, I'm sorry you feel that way. Let me know if you want to talk and move on. Like I can't be accountable for any type of negativity somebody brings in. If you do, you guys constantly wear it. It weighs you down and it exhausts you. So you need to hyper focus on wholesaling. If you guys are doing a million different distractions, you will struggle. The best thing you can do is just get active. Okay. So like if you don't feel like going to the gym, and there's a lot of days I don't want to go to the gym, I just get in the car and go. And somehow I wind up there. I don't want to be there and I just get through it. Okay. If everybody felt like cold calling and doing the marketing, this would be really, really simple. But the reality is, and I'm watching a lot of you on the stream, is you guys have tough days or some days you don't feel like it. People say negative stuff to you. They hang up onto you. You got to just water off a duck's back. You just got to let it roll. So.
Oh yeah. So let's break this down here. Alrighty. So these are rules for success. This is an interesting one. This is where we get in trouble. We kind of broke this down, but here's the truth.
Don't be a hoarder.
Don't be an info hoarder. And I'm saying this in the nicest way possible. But you are literally, from what we said and through freewholesaling.com, you have all the tools to make $100,000 right now in wholesaling. You have all of them.
They got the keys to the car, right?
You have it. You will level up more by doing this business than consuming content. I'm not telling you to go, oh, I'm subscribed from Zach, whatever. Watch our stuff, but don't make watching our content impede on you actually doing action. A lot of people get, analysis paralysis. They watch a billion different videos and they get like different information. They get all stressed. I'm telling you right now, take action. You can listen to us. A lot of people listen to us in the car while driving for dollars. It's great. I listen to content daily from other people, entrepreneurs and stuff, and I love it. But it doesn't impede me taking success. I'm taking action while I'm doing it. I always listen to the car stuff like this. But I'm telling you, don't be an information like I'm telling you, we welcome all questions, but we will not support a lack of action. Straight up.
That's it.
We will listen to you, but if you are asking questions and you're just refusing to take action, we will not support it.
We're just going to move on. So, and by the way, I absolutely love everybody who reaches out to us on social media and stuff. Like I only humanly have so much time. And listen, I'm not too big for my britches, none of that. But if I answer every email, every private message every
2 hours a day,
it'd be a lot more than that. And it's just like, I've made a decision. This is where we're going to connect with people. I love everybody on this channel, but like, if I did that, that would be a job. And you guys know how I feel about jobs.
I'm not going to have a VA go answer questions.
And I'm not going to hire a VA to do. It's just a waste of time.
I don't have a market. We don't have a content team that, I'm telling you.
So I'm just saying, I appreciate like the mess stuff, but it's like when you see like 500 lit up there, it's just like, we're not ignoring you. It's just, but with our Facebook groups, obviously our YouTube, everything we do, I think we're the most accessible people on the internet in the whole space.
I gotta go block somebody real quick. Ashley, you guys are awful.
Oh,
that's cute.
That's so cute.
I appreciate it.
Maybe she just misspelled.
Hey, I don't care. But to the point is, I actually do
Guys, say
admit,
hello to Ashley.
I would say it takes actually a lot of courage to go say something mean in front of it, but
Yeah. Ashley won't. Why don't you come on one-on-one?
that's
We'll talk
I
about
mean,
what
hey,
your
if you
issues
guys
are.
got, actually had it happen once on my Christmas live stream. Awfully awesome.
So Ashley's wasting your valuable
She
time.
said
when
we're
could be.
awesomely awesome. We're awfully awesome. All
See,
right,
I told you.
I'm saying be careful saying something mean though.
Ashley,
All
you're
right.
good with us.
You're
Sorry.
good with it. But I had
hop
one
on the
person-
live. We'll help you out.
I had one person go up to me and say, you're this terrible person, blah, 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 blah. And like, I'm like, hop onto me one-on-one. And they hopped onto me one-on-one. At the end of it, they're like, I didn't know any of that about you.
Oh.
But
Honestly, you could say that like
all my coaching
I've learned in
friends
life,
said
whenever
you're
you have a
terrible.
disagreement with someone, you guys just pick up the phone and go, I heard some things about you. Is this true? And just talk to them. And then 9 times out of 10, you'll solve it and work it out. When you let stuff fester, end it, guys.
Everyone in my mastermind said you're a terrible person.
Life's
They're losing money with you. Oh,
there's nothing worse than a misunderstanding.
and so just understand that too. And this is straight up too. Talking to us one-on-one will solve 90% of the problems you have in wholesaling. Like we'll answer it. And it's not asking questions all the time. We can't get in the nitty-gritty of the stuff through just a quick text or DM. Just talk to me one-on-one. We can straighten it out, And
it's transparent. You guys know how to get on the lives like one-on-one. I don't think anybody else does this on a consistent basis and we're not funneling you for a coaching student. So we're going to just cut to the chase.
I think we're probably got another month. We'll have the most videos out there on wholesaling real estate on YouTube. Actually, currently, I'm pretty sure we do. The only person that has this beat is Grant Cardone. But honestly, he's real estate.
He's general finance.
But he's general finance. He has like 4,000 videos.
Yeah.
If you combine the Zach Ginn channel with the Rick Ginn channel, with the Flip with Rick channel, with our Wholesaling Houses for Real channel, there is not one place out there. And then you add on the extra videos we do in content, the TikToks we do, the shorts. There's not one person give us as content as we are, because we're not on. You'll be shocked how much content you can put out there, just you and me doing it.
Yeah.
When you're not on a 8-hour Zooms with your students every day, and then you don't have sales meetings with your staff trying to sell your $10,000 program. Yeah. You actually get a lot accomplished. And like I'll do it for fun on the weekend for like a couple hours in the morning. Like it's not hard. It's really not. Yeah. And guys,
it's if someone's teaching you how to get to a higher level, like trading your time for dollars goes counterintuitive to everything we teach. I want you to be completely free. I've been on this planet 52 years. I've been doing wholesaling 20 years, and I'm just telling you, I love the money, but like honestly, the freedom is as valuable, if not more. It's the reason he's sitting next to me. It's the reason why most of you are tuning in. Listen, money is important. It solves a lot of problems. Anyone tells you it doesn't means they don't have it. But money's not going to make you happy. So make sure you find your why. You're completely committed. That's the only thing we kind of left out of the plan, is just make sure you're committed with your why. Once you know your why, it gets you through some brutal times. Say, because you know what the why is? Why am I doing this? Why am I letting people yell at me on the phone, hanging up on me, and calling me disgusting names? That's right. I want to get out of this job. I want to get out of this career, and I want to spend more time with my family, and I want the money to follow with it. You do that, it works really, really well. So know your why, man. Like honestly, the best businesses I've ever run and though I've been associated, they are so simple. Okay. Our message to you is we want to connect you and make your first 100 grand in wholesaling. And I've done this for 20 years. They're still doing the same coaching techniques from 20 years ago. The world's changed, guys. It's amazing. Technology like this, I never in my wildest dream thought we'd be connecting like this. And then maybe one day we'll have like a Star Trek thing where we beam out of the sky.
That'd be great.
I can't wait for that. Maybe our boy Mark will figure that out and zoom me through.
Oh yeah. So
the meta.
Oh yeah. So we got number one here. Rick, take care of your health. I'll show you this right now. Rick's got these gurus on his back, and he's just squatting them like crazy. I'm telling you right now. This is a joke.
Yeah, I
got a joke for him. And I'll give you credit. You squatted way more than that. You were just warming up, and I just took the picture because like we're all sweaty and tired. But I was like, just take a picture. It'd be nice. And you're like, wait, that's not enough weight. I'm like, I know you can do more weight. I get it,
Yeah.
but like, let's do a picture where you're not like, like we all get like that. You put a lot of
I
weight
freaking
on.
hate leg day because I dropped that thing about 80 times and it just till your legs fail.
I'm telling you.
So not only do we do wholesaling together, we sit there and like mastermind like while we work out in a really, really cool, like I love like outdoor gym settings and we just have a lot of fun. So like 2 or 3 days a week, we just kind of work out together and
I'm just telling you, like
he needs the spot. I don't, but you
he's
know
got
how
the
that
gurus
works.
on his back, and they're nothing. Like they're lightweights. Okay?
Listen, I'm actually dangerous at my age. I really don't care what people say about me. I'm never here to make a guru happy because I completely defunct their entire business model. I promise you. I know what we're doing is working because you guys have proven it. We are the fastest growing channel on all aspects of social media, hands down. And you guys are paying attention, which I appreciate your fee on that. You guys have to make a decision if you're going to keep paying these coaches for the exact same information. Completely up to you. The skin in the game thing, I've completely dispelled that theory. It doesn't matter.
And then I'd like to stand corrected on something. I did say watch out for something, and something did happen, and I did warn everybody. And some people got rug pulled in the wholesaling industry on something crazy that happened. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not talking. Yeah, but I gave everyone a warning. Don't buy this course. And then people bought the course, and now they're all upset. They wasted thousands of dollars, and they come to me crying on my DMs last night. And I'm like, I told you not to buy a course. I'm telling you, these people, dude, these courses. Yeah. A lot, you're gonna get scammed. A lot of. I'm not calling one course a scam or this a scam, but like
I can't be the course police, but I'm just telling you, man. Like some of these things are so hokey.
Some things are getting crazy right now.
It's absolutely ridiculous. If you go on my free wholesaling, I could probably pull out 36 courses within it, and it's like it's getting ridiculous what people are selling. Everybody buys into the hype of these videos, guys. Not old school. You have to be extremely consistent in market. I
also give a shout out to everyone on Reddit. I just looked up our names on Reddit. There's a lot of people defending us on there. It's kind of weird. I was like, I didn't know we're even on Reddit. A lot of people on the real estate Reddit subreddits are like talking about us and defending us. I'm like, that's great. Shout out to all those people on there. I did not know that, but I was like, listen, I appreciate it.
Everybody's got an opinion online, and I love using like this type of technology because like I feel like you kind of get to know us. I know the people that come on the one-on-one lives. I definitely get to know you. Like you get to know the people like really taking action.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot more people on the call if they're ready to go. So let's talk about it. Let's bring some people on, and then we'll go over a course overview. So let's do the overview really quick, and then we'll break down exactly it. So let's go back here. Remember, guys, Flip with Rick on YouTube. If you legit just go through this, I'm telling you, Flip with Rick on YouTube. It's all recorded. You can pause it, right? That's probably the most important part. And get it. So I got someone says, please post a slideshow and pictures for 100K. The problem is if I do that, somebody's going to go out here and then literally, like I'm telling you, people take our information and create courses on it. Someone's going to do this and they're going to create a course based on this information. They're going to probably make $500,000 just selling a course on this information. They're going to change some words on it and they're going to make a ton of money. I'm just telling you. So guys, FYI, but here it is. You got to subscribe to the YouTube channel, but so let's talk about it. Let's go very slow. So I'm going to break it down. Screenshot that. I'm going to give you a couple seconds here. All right, we're going to go here. Remember that. Boom. Screenshot this. Guys, you're taking notes. Just go to the YouTube and check it out. I want to get to talking to people here. Boom. Week 5 to 6. Quick overview. 7 to 8. Screenshot if you want. 56 to 90. And then we kind of break down our rules. These are our rules here. Don't get cute with this business, guys. I'm telling you, like that's how you get in trouble. And that is it. So without further ado, let's have some conversations with people here and let's help the people out. You know, like that's what we're here to do. Let's talk. So, all right, we got Keyboard Games. So quick forewarning, guys. Again, we do one-on-ones. So these are live. We do this business for real. We do our live streams live. I can't vet all the people who are going to go on here. Possibly if you got kids in the area, be careful. Some might curse. Some might want to troll us. We're losing a lot of gurus, a lot of money, so they do not like us. You never know what's going to be. So just warning was there. Hello, what is up?
Hey,
Hello,
you there?
Kitty Heart.
Kitty Hart.
All right, Kitty
Okay,
Heart.
Kitty Hart can get back in line.
Philip,
Hey guys, how you doing?
what's up? How are you?
Good, good. Hey, yeah, I'm a big fan of you guys, but um, so I've been marketing heavy for probates within the last, I would say, 2 months. I just got in wholesaling 2 months ago, and so I've got a deal from probates and a deal from high equity, but high equity seems so, I don't want to say saturated, but it seems so saturated. But I'm really going like balls to the walls for probates. And I'm writing letters as my first touch, and then cold calling for my second touch, but I'm still not getting a lot of um, responses. So I'm trying to figure out is there something in my marketing or whatnot just to get a better response rate.
Okay, so let's talk. So I can talk about probates all day long. So number one, you're doing market, so you're mailing them a letter and then you're following up with a cold call, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and you currently have a deal active from your probate calls,
Yes,
or
yeah, I do. From my mailing.
so tell us a little bit about that deal.
Okay, so it's a so I mailed the lady for it was my first batch of letters I sent out. She called me and said, "Hey, I'm interested. You know, I don't really want to deal with the probate process." I said, "Okay, that's fine." She was the executor in the probate. She just really wanted to go ahead and sell it quickly. So I
Okay,
put it under contract. We're still, I mean, we found a buyer. We went under contract with the buyer. We haven't closed yet. Um, but yeah, that was my first batch of letters.
okay, and what's your potential profit for it?
My potential 33,000.
Okay, so um, I lost Philip.
Yes.
How long ago did you start this campaign?
Uh, Around 2 months ago, I've been just hitting
Okay, so
February, March, and
yeah.
April.
So if people had like sticks and stones in the comment column, they'd be throwing them at you right now, dude.
Yeah.
You have a great problem, okay? And I want you to understand, here's how probates work. A guy's been doing them a long time. You have to be extremely consistent regardless of the results. Probates, you don't get 10, heck, it's hard to get 10 leads from it,
Yeah.
okay? Like when we do probates, we get 2 to 3 callbacks on it. And sometimes, ready for this, we go 2 to 3 months without getting a probate deal. But if you look at your probates over 12 months, it's incredible. Okay. Probates are not a high volume thing. So you're suffering from the disease. I got a deal so quick and it worked out so good. Why isn't this working every month? Here's the norm of probates, guys. Okay. If you consistently do it over 12 months, and Philip, how much does it cost you to run your probate marketing campaign on average per month?
Per month, I would say not even $100.
Okay, so it's super cheap. There's not a lot. They call you, just do what you're doing and stick to it 12 months and add another marketing method. Probates are slow and they're boring, but my gosh, when they hit, they are explosive. Now, here's how most of you guys are dealing probates out there. You get super excited, you watch one of my videos, and you go, and then they do exactly what you do. And by month one, they're like, well, it worked. I'm going to try it again. We'll see if it works. And then by month two, they're like, man, month three, they all give up. That's the norm. That's the norm. I've trained so many people. I watched, you know how I learned this? Because I used to go to the courthouse to learn how to this thing. And I just watch wave of investors come through. So we talk about saturation. Saturation is nothing more than newbies trying the business and failing. The problem is there's always every person that stops, there's another person behind them that's starting up again. So for you to counteract, keep doing what you're doing. Don't change it. Like you kind of had like a little bit of a freak in the beginning, and I'm excited for you. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. Probates are, you have to look at probates over a 1 year span, guys. If you guys are going to look at it week to week, it's going to drive you nuts. So you'll put 30 some odd grand on the books. You'll probably pick up 2 or 3 more by the end of the year at this pace, which would put $100,000 in your pocket just by using one technique. Don't change it, Philip. It ain't broken. It's perfect. You're going to try to fiddle with a car engine that's running perfect. You've got a, what do they call that? A GT Cobra. What's the fancy one?
They got a lot of them.
Yeah. You have a perfectly running thing, dude. Don't change it. Guys, probates it's just, you get a few calls, you get leads. 1 month hits great, and then you can go 2 or 3 months and get nothing. It's the norm. So don't change that one, Philip. Don't change it. You're trying to reinvent the wheel on it. I'm telling you, it's working exactly how it's supposed to.
Okay. And then my last question is,
Yeah.
if because I really, my goal was like, hey, I watch a bunch of your probate YouTube videos, and I was like, hey, I just want to master probate before I reach out to anything else. But since it is like that over a year span, I'm trying to figure out what other list I can add just to make, that's a little bit, maybe a little bit more consistent. So I
There
can
you go. You got it.
Philip, did you watch the past hour we just did?
Yes, I did.
That.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Philip, dude, like it's working. And so this is typically what happens in like wholesaling. And Philip, thanks for being transparent. Like what you're doing, dude, it's awesome. You got to just keep doing it. The problem with everyone's like they get one probate very early, like that's their expectation. 90% of the other people doing probate, after the second or third month, they don't get a deal and they just quit.
Okay.
So it's a cost anywhere from $50 to $100 a month to run, really cheap. And you've already paid for it. Just put it on cruise control. Keep doing what you're doing. Switch your mentality from cold calling to warm calling. It just, and with probates, I always teach, just be patient with people. Think about if somebody passed away in your family and you got to this point, like you have to be patient. You can't push people in probates. It drives me nuts when people push 5 to 6 engagements before you even get to the contract. That's our typical average.
Hands down.
Okay.
So
after I do this mail or the warm calling, I think I'm going to, I looked at one of your videos. I think I'm going to send out another letter again to all of them. And then I guess you said like 90 days or something like that.
yeah, I mean, listen, guys, probate, honestly, the hardest part is just getting the lead. That's the work. Once you get the lead, send a letter, call them, and then maybe follow up with like a postcard and put them in like your regular follow-up type of deal.
Okay.
I don't go past, dude, I used to do 3 or 4 letters. I just get to the point where I don't want to beg someone to sell me their house, but that's up to you.
Yeah.
The more you mail them, the better your chances. But as time goes by, they do get numb to you. So sometimes we try like the McDonald's, Burger King strategy. So when you're sending them a letter, that's like, that's fill up. And then when you're cold calling them, you can call them, from like.
I did the Zach and Rick approach. Rick sent the mail, Zach called. Like
I used to beg my wife to do like the cold calls. She doesn't do it. She used to do incoming calls for me. She's really good at it. She'd take all the information, go, hey, I think this guy wants to sell. The problem is there was like 200 leads when I did it. She didn't filter them as well. But you can do the McDonald's, Burger King. That means either you do the initial letter and then you can switch up maybe with your company doing the cold call, or just kind of chat. I don't like to lie people and make up a name, but if you've got a girlfriend or a spouse, sometimes calling.
Or a middle name.
Because here's the secret, Philip, on the amazing of probates. Some people actually respect you sending a letter, and others get really ticked off of the letter. And some people hate when you cold call, and others like, I'm glad you reached out to me. I was going to call someone today. And it doesn't matter. It just got to find out what sticks with them. So, dude, you're definitely on pace, dude. Like, just keep adding more layers to get more motivated sellers, and keep building it. The probates, the most profitable deals. So keep doing what you're doing, because you can make $100,000 alone just doing the probates and nothing else, and you can do it extreme part-time. Guys, this is how easy I'm telling you this is. The hard part's in becoming consistent and constantly doing the marketing.
Boom.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, bud. Thanks, Philip. I appreciate it.
All righty. Got Jason. All right, we'll go back to him.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. There you are.
All right, I caught you. How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing good, Rick. It's good to see you. Zach, it's good to see you. So I was watching your action plan here, and I had a quick question. So in my county, in order to get the code violations, I have to do a FOIA request, which takes like 20, 30 days sometimes.
That's great
So
news. No one else in your market can get it.
No one else is going to
That's
go
great
through
news,
that
man.
effort. So
I love it.
Oh, okay.
So the
That's a good
trade-off
thing.
on that is find out what their method of operation is and just stay ahead of it and be consistent, because you'll be behind the first step, but after that, you'll have the information. I personally, I don't have to go through that stuff, but it's like we used to have to threaten it. But the fact that they're like, hey, just you have to go there.
Yeah, that's like their procedure is to do the FOIA application and then wait the 20 or 30 days. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I'm fine with it. But according to this plan, I have to add so much every week, but that won't really work. So can I replace like code violations with just driving for dollar leads?
Sure.
Like, will that work? Is that
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
you're gonna have to make some
Add
adaptations.
liens, man. IRS debt lien lists. Like, there's plenty you can add on, man. You've heard it from me. You know, there's plenty.
So funny. He has to fill out a FOIA. A FOIA is something put in
That's-
there to protect people so they can get information. It shouldn't
Everyone's
be the
like Florida,
process.
where you just walk in, they just hand it to you. And I'm
Crazy.
spoiled because I just go in like,
Yeah.
I'm in high school. I need to do a research project. And they're like, all righty. And then, and then you got that 40-year-old other wholesaler like, oh, no. So like I got lucky when I started
Fill
out.
out the FOIA. That's the first I've heard of that. That's like usually like that's the finality. You go through this entire process, but now they're like,
Yeah,
hey,
that
just
would be like the
look it up.
last resort. That's where they sent
Crazy.
me. So
Yeah. People
okay,
just,
so I'll
they
just
don't,
replace
they don't
it
want to
with
do
other
any
leads.
work. People don't want to be bothered, and they think that's going to, like, they're using that as a shield, so they don't have to like give you the information. And they go, maybe 1 out of 10 will actually fill out the piece of paper. How long's the form? Just out
Yeah.
of curiosity.
It's quick and easy. I mean, it's
Yeah,
half a
dude,
page, and they tell you to get as specific as possible with the information you want. So
That's nuts.
it's funny, but yeah, no, I can't just walk in there. I wish I could, but which is a good thing anyway.
3,500, what, 3,600 counties.
I mean, some do. So just fill it out, man. You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
information.
I've already done it once before. I just didn't know if I can replace the action plan prospects with something.
Sure.
And Jason, think about it. If it's that hard, that not many people are going to be getting that information. Because
yeah, that's true. That's true. I just got a
Most-
fire list. So
most people just give up. There's like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, I'm
replace
done.
it with that. You should be. I mean, guys, like I'm telling you, like do what exactly we say, but like obviously, if it's taking you an extra week to get a fire damage list, put something in there that's going to work.
just replace it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, something that's going to be beneficial. Like I get it. It's not like I love the other. Like we've had wholesaling coaches on podcasts say act like if someone's got a weapon to your head or something and they got to get it done. I can't see the G word on YouTube, but like you could get in trouble.
Honestly, if I'm in that situation, I ain't going out wholesaling.
No, but I'm just saying. So take what we say with a grain of salt. Like, obviously, if it's going to take you a week or something, just replace that. But you should be good, man. Like,
okay, cool.
I'd add driving for dollars. That's probably the best one. But
it's like
that's what I'll do. The majority I'll do driving for dollars. I just wanted to be sure.
It's just working, man.
Well, thank you, Zach. Thank you, Rick. I'll let somebody else get on here. You guys have a good weekend.
Okay, bud.
Keep it up.
I'll see you.
All right.
All right. We got Chris.
It's not even it's a poopy diaper.
All right. Let's hit Jonas before he has to go to bed.
I like his son in the back.
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed.
How's Sweden treating you?
It's good. I was on a cruise yesterday. It was
All
amazing.
right.
Nice.
How was the weather?
Cold.
Really?
Cold. Yeah.
What? Oh man. So they deal with Celsius, right?
Oh my
Yes.
God. That's everywhere.
America's the only screwed up place that does it that way, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and also your weight is like pounds. It's really
You got kilograms. Kilograms actually.
Yeah, but
make more
everything's
sense.
like it's only in the United States. It's like I wish we'd all just the United States would just conform to the rest of the way the world.
Oh my gosh.
does it.
All right. So what's up, man? How can we help you out?
Yeah. So when you get inbound calls, if you like send out postcards, do you just like ask them, what's your name, what property do you own?
You could take
Yeah,
this
so
one.
you get inbound calls. You're going to qualify the sellers. So you're going to ask the same 4 questions. So you know what it. I mean, you asked her, "Hey, can you tell me a little about the property?" Like, it doesn't have to be that exact order, but it's like, first of all, if someone's calling me, "Are you the owner of the house?" "Yes." "Are you interested?" Great, right? So can you? Usually, I don't go off of why do you want to sell it, because that's kind of like a little too abrupt. So I'll mix up like, "Hey, can you tell me a little bit about the house?" Why would you? That seems like a good house or interesting house. Okay, why would you even be looking to sell it? When are you looking to sell? I mean, why? And then time frame, and then from there.
Yeah, because right now, as soon as they're like, yeah, maybe I want to sell, but not right now. Maybe in like 6 months.
Yeah.
I just
So
I just write them down.
yeah, but the
Maybe
rule
that's
for that is the half rule, right? So if someone says call me back in 6 months, you call them in 3 months.
Yeah.
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 I've been doing that.
Listen, guys,
But
you don't understand most, like when we're connecting, we go out marketing, like we're being aggressive as wholesalers. I really contact not how many times have you guys sold a personal house like that either a realtor or an investor called you perfectly the day you're ready to sign it? It's impossible.
No.
So I'm just telling you, a big majority of our deals comes just from the follow-up. And once you build rapport, like when they actually go to sell it, they'll think of you. It's really frustrating when someone's more than like 6 months out. I get it. But let me ask you this, Jonas, if I planted a seed, said if you come back in a year, that seed you paid 2 cents for it will turn into $100 bill. Will you come back and check on it in a year and maybe check on it every 3 or 4 months?
yeah,
That's what you're doing. You guys got to plant some seeds. We all want to harvest today. I love it, but like sometimes we got to get through like the winters. Do not blow off a follow-up lead because they need 6 months. People need time, like they do. Your job is to find out if they're telling you the truth. How do you do it? You qualify them. You ask them the 4 pillar questions and just go through it and say, especially on the timeline. That's the most important part. If they say they're a year out, I'm not going to go into a deep conversation. I'm just going to have a feel-good conversation. I'm going to make a note and put it in the database. And if they tell me to call them in 6 months, cut it in half, call them in 3 months. And what happens is you get thousands and thousands of people like that. It's just a numbers game. So if you had 200 people in there in your database said, call me back in 6 months, 1 to 3% of them will eventually be ready to sell. 6 months, Jonas, you're young, but I'm telling you, man, time goes by fast. And the older you get, the faster it goes by. So it'll go by like really quick. So you're young. Those leads in 6 months will be worth so much more money. And all I do is try to send it just try to be nice to them, build a little rapport, move on. And then you just kind of circle the wagons. You'll never get it perfectly when they're ready. But hopefully they call you, or the best is when you call them, they're like, I was trying to find your number and I couldn't find it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I can't tell you how many people I've probably lost because I didn't do a correct follow-up and they sold to somebody else. On the flip side, I've had a lot of people call me because remember I reached out to you 8 months ago. We're ready to go now. I'm like, thank God. Like the best is when you follow up and they go, I was just getting ready to call like you and 3 other wholesalers. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Perfect. So you got it. Like follow up, guys, follow up is almost half your business, if not more. So a lot of people say 70%. I think that's a little much, but if you can come back and harvest the money 6 months later, do it.
Oh yeah.
So timing's everything in this business.
Yeah.
So speed.
And like for an example, I got a guy. He has 16 acres of land in Georgia. That he's in Virginia. He's been there for like 15 years. And he's like nothing less than 70. But like he's in Georgia, so that is a motivating factor. But maybe he's not so motivated. Is that a guy I should drop, or no? Like from CRM?
I mean, is he ready? Like, what's his time frame?
He wanted to sell. I asked the chat for him, whenever. But
If he wants to sell now, then lock it up. I mean, find a buyer, see what price they're buying for.
Yeah, you
lock it up. Lane works where you need to find the buyer sort of first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
and
then
I tried
figure
to
out.
do. Yeah, one guy said like, "Oh, it's like 120 for just for that land," and
And
then
what
I
does he want to sell
posted.
for?
Yeah, but then I posted it in a Facebook group. I didn't post the address, but I posted the location, like you know,
Okay.
and no one's gotten back to me. So I don't
What
know.
sell it for?
He wanted 70, so I just put it out for 75.
I would honestly lock it up. If you've already found someone who wants to sell it for 120 or something.
No, he didn't want it, but he was local, so I just asked him, a ballpark price for
Oh, find a
69.
buyer, man. I mean, you can cold call this cash sales. You can just start harvesting land buyers. Like, go to the Facebook groups and do it.
Make sure you vet them.
Yeah.
So you go on the freewholesaling.com and teach you how to do it. Guys are like, oh man, I tick off so many cash buyers. They get upset when I ask for a proof of funds. They're not buyers. You're saving yourself
Yeah.
energy. Anybody who won't give you a proof of funds means A, they don't have it, or B, they're just kind of messing with you. Or they're another wholesaler, which honestly, I'm okay. If a wholesaler calls me and you're just going to be honest with me, I'll hear you out. But if you're going to lie to me and tell me you're just a retail cash buyer, I'm going to sniff you out real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, and I found a little town in Georgia. It's I've gotten really good response when I'm cold calling.
don't say it out loud on here.
Yeah,
so.
don't say it. Please.
Oh yeah, I'm not
I'm
gonna
trying
say
to protect
it.
you.
But it's like 15 to 20K population, and you guys say like 100 to 200.
But those were plenty, man. I'm telling you.
Okay.
We just want you to be able to generate enough leads, and that's the only challenge when you do like tiny little towns. They still work, but
we live in a town 16,000 people. Okay, and we've made millions in just this city alone. Obviously, it's more St. Lucie, but like it doesn't matter. Like 16,000 people. There's plenty of deals here. So,
all right,
you got it, Jonas.
You got this, man.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Have a great
one, bud.
Yeah.
Awesome. I guess Pitbull's got some competition because I think we're Mr. Worldwide now, right? We got people from Brazil watching. We got everywhere. I love it. Oh my gosh. Chris, what's up?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, is your microphone on the AirPods? Yeah, if you can take that off. Yeah, the mic's not working on there. You're good, man. Those look like the new ones too.
I don't know. I need a new set because I think somebody walked away with them, and then I think they're in the car. I just can't find them. How bad is it when you just buy it because you can't find it in your car? Or
you have the
it's a black case and it matches the floor of the car.
Oh, those? Oh yeah, you gotta get some
Yeah.
nicer ones. And then telling you, everyone used to have those like earpieces. You still saw have the earpiece, but like everyone just got iPods now, you know.
But I keep thinking of what's that?
Yeah.
The comedian Stefan.
Yeah. Chris, mute yourself and unmute yourself. It's not working. Just exit out of here and pop back on. Oh, might be working. Chris, we'll get you on. Don't stress out over it. Ooh. Things moving. Chris, I'm gonna kick you off and then just come back in. All right, that should probably fix it.
Technology.
Technology's a joke. All right, let's see here. We got Betsy.
Betsy, you there?
All right, Betsy. Pop
Betsy.
back on when you're good. Does Kitty Hart want to go again?
Can't you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Blessed.
I'm all right. Thank y'all so much for everything y'all do for us.
Where are you located?
Jacksonville, Florida.
All right.
Awesome.
I recently got a deal. Well, I don't know if you call it a deal. Somebody said yes yesterday.
Okay.
And I called the title company. They said it was on Old Kings Road, so I thought it was another area somewhere that I'm not used to. And he said that they only deal with if you have an end buyer. Have you ever heard of that? Because I was trying to put my earnest money down.
Well, did you ask them if they take assignment of contracts, if they do assignments?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so just do me a favor. You go to freewholesaling.com. In the module, in the getting started module, Rick has a video of exactly what the questions to ask the title company,
Okay.
and then ask those questions.
Or you
and
can
help
you
out.
can go on YouTube and search
I just
title
go-
company.
Yeah, I go through
whichever's easier for you.
freewholesaling.com. Well, freewholesaling.com guarantees you'll get in front of like his video where like
Yeah,
he talks about it, and it'll go over exactly what to say. That's what I'll tell you to do, and then you'll go over the questions pretty fast.
And just ask them the exact same way. And I'm telling you, the goal is to find a title company that will work with you. Because remember, you're paying these people, and if they don't want your business, just like you can never force a title company to work with you. The reality across the United States is most 95% of title companies are geared for realtors. It's just the truth. So a lot of them don't like assignment agreements and stuff like that. So you just got to go out and find one.
But we show
So
the
Jacksonville's
hacks.
got plenty of them. And then the other thing,
Find them Facebook groups, for the
Facebook
Jacksonville
groups.
ones. Just go out here and start doing it. You'll find it, and then go through this video. He'll break down exactly. Do you take assignments, double closings, everything like that? EMD. That's what I'd be doing.
But you got to do it quick because you have a deal.
Yes.
And I recommend doing it before you have it, but like that's okay. You have a deal, run with it. So like they're probably closed now, but tomorrow morning start going with it and watch the video tonight. Everybody who watches that video, they go, "Oh my gosh, you saved me so much time and energy. Thank you so much." I've had every frustration and disappointment with a title company, and I'm just telling you, it's 20 years tied up right there. It's
Right.
going to save you a lot of aggravation because you work hard to get these contracts, and then you want to sign them and move them over, and like the last thing you want to do is have a title company hold you hostage, because once you give them the deal, they now have access to your seller. And if you try to switch that title company midstream, you look really bad and you risk losing your seller, thinking like, why would you switch title companies? So go watch that video. It's an easy fix. And
that's why it's in the Getting Started guide. Get started by just doing that.
And keep in mind, these are the people that talk to your sellers and everything. And it's just like, if they're going to be difficult with you, don't do business with them, guys. It's not worth it. There's plenty of companies out there that want to do business with investors. You just got to find them.
Excuse me. Can I just, if I find another one that's better than this, can I just switch it without having to go back to the seller to sign it?
Depends on what you wrote on
another contract.
Did you write the title company? We're using this title company on the contract?
Yes.
I would switch it. Most sellers are okay with that. Most title companies are okay with that.
Yeah. And so now you have to have a reason to talk to your seller. So it's a good time to just kind of touch base with your seller.
Find the title company first.
Yeah. And then just say, listen, I'm going to use this title company. They're a little bit more suited for your needs, and they're so much nicer. And the other one's just a little bit busy, and I want this to be a good transaction for you. And just explain it like that. And they're like, yeah, no problem.
Okay. Well, thank y'all so very much.
You got it.
No worries. Have a great one.
You too now. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Okay. All right, Chris.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Now we hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's just my AirPods were kind of shitty, so crappy.
You're good, man.
But yeah, I have a few questions. Actually, a decent amount of questions, but I just think I've gotten started recently in the past about like going on PropStream and pulling some leads, but I think I was pulling the wrong leads or not putting up in the right categories, because I think I was getting like ones that are already being flipped, and I was calling them and they were like, yeah, we just remodeled and flipped it. So like I think I was just pulling the wrong ones, and I wasn't getting the right phone numbers.
What market are you in, Chris?
Ohio.
Where in Ohio?
Dayton area.
Bro.
I mean, I tried to
jackpot. That's a great market, man.
That's like
Chris, you need to drive for dollars, man. Dude,
yeah,
you gotta drive for dollars.
I want to, but I recently just my car got wrecked into, like it was sitting right outside my house, and it got completely destroyed.
No problem.
Good. Yeah, so I was gonna do that as well, but I'm and also I don't have much time right now because I just have a baby. So like,
congratulations.
A boy or a girl?
Girl. She's sitting right here, right next to me.
Now, Chris, I'm going to warn you, dude. The girls are a little bit more. They're a little bit more work. I'm just going to tell you. And he was no picnic either. But I just
well, he's got his why. I know that for a fact. So,
Yeah,
But then-
I got my why, but
hey, you're probably gonna be not stuck with like the kid, but like you got a kid near you, so you
Yeah.
should try
With the
not
kid.
stuck, but like you know you got to take care of it. So
yeah,
you
Dude,
just
let
can't
me-
run
it's,
out
it's a
and
lot of
spraying
work.
bandit signs.
From the time-
Every 4 hours or so, like I'm up.
Yeah.
All right.
Every from the time he was like 2, I used to go on appointments. I used to throw him in the car all the time. It's just like, but yeah, I took it like now.
I was like 4 or 5.
I took him and he had fun. He'd collect all the little trinkets and stuff like that. I love the golf balls. My daughter, she didn't like going. She did not like going to the houses at all. Like they're
Oh,
dirty,
man.
they're nasty. It was like,
Well, don't take her to crack houses.
well, the
Yeah.
crack houses paid the most.
I
I'm just
know,
like,
but so
but I'd say, hey, let's
Yeah.
pull over. Look at this house right there. She's like, no.
Yeah.
And it's like it was so funny. Like the kids are, yeah, they're so different. It's just
Yeah.
fun. But like just involve your family in it, because if they know why you're doing it and the results that you'll do it. I involved my wife early, and she's like, I have no idea what you're doing. I'm just gonna like support you doing it. And I
that's
had
how most of my family is.
I had
they don't
2
know
little
what it
ones.
is.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. That's not their job to do that. So their
Yeah.
job's to keep you safe. So
Yeah, but
yeah, so probates, code violations, liens, like I just be going after those government lists,
okay.
and then
Now,
honestly, like
how do I go about probates? Because like that always kind of confused me. Because like
Montgomery
you have
County
to do
Clerk of the
something
Court.
different. Yeah, what?
Montgomery County Clerk of the Court.
Okay, all right.
I pulled it so many times because I tell everyone about Dayton. I mean, heck, who we got? Brandon, just like Cali. You know, he just closed 2 deals in Dayton, and he lives in California. Don't let people living thousands of miles from you out hustle you in your own market. All right,
All
you
right,
got
I
this,
won't.
man.
I mean,
Motivation.
Now, do I have to go see the house to if I'm in my own market? Do I have to go and because like
You should. You'll make more money.
you'll
be
definitely
worth
make more
it.
money.
It'd be worth it. You don't have to, obviously, but it's preferred. Now you can
Yeah.
lock it up and then go see it after.
yeah,
But one piece of advice for you in Dayton: stay under 70, 80K, because the real money is like under those 100K houses. In and
Now-
out.
yeah. What about because I'm trying to do Dayton and like Columbus and kind of Cincinnati, kind of like all over Ohio,
Dayton.
not necessarily just Dayton. Like you say,
Dayton.
Dayton's this. Okay,
Stay in Dayton. Stay in Montgomery County.
Montgomery County. Yeah, that's where I
I-
live. So
Yeah, I've been
No,
there, man.
you're in the perfect
yeah,
situation. So
I'm in Kettering, Ohio. So
All right,
and I
man.
know they're a lot better. But I have a couple more questions on.
Yeah, ask away, man. It's a great market. You're
Yeah.
good.
And I just have like I think I have analysis paralysis. I feel like I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do with this if this happens, and I don't know what to do with this. So say if
It's a great video for him.
Now-
Today, right?
yeah.
now, do I have to go to closing, or can I just have the buyer and seller go?
You can have the buyer and seller go.
We never
Well, I pick up a check.
occasionally
We get
it's-
it wired now. So
Yeah, but it's wholesaling, which should never ever require you go to the closing. Only bad things are going to happen to you if you go to closing. Like,
Yeah.
that's when people ask for discounts. Can you do this? Can you throw in this? Can you pay my closing costs? If
Yeah,
you're not there, they can't negotiate with you. But keep in mind, realtors. Why do realtors go to closings? To pick up their commission
make
check
them feel better.
and break the bad news to them that it's going to cost, I'm sorry about this. And, this is going to cost more than that. And if you're proactive and you solve the problems up front, there's no reason ever to even go to the closing unless you want to pick up a check or say you want to get a testimonial from them.
yeah,
So most of the time what I do is, so title companies are getting real awesome. Like once they get to know you, like they're now letting us do DocuSigns, which is, I've been asking for this for 20 years. So
yeah. I was planning on using HelloSign. Is that
well,
good or
so that's up to the title company,
Yeah.
not you. So you're going to
Oh,
leave it
okay.
in their hands. And then, but like if you have to go, like the first few ones, they got to get to know you because they want to authenticate you.
yeah?
So if the closing's at like noon, show up at 9 or 10 a.m. Take your time, go there, sign your stuff, and get out of the way.
Okay, so I go there. So I have to go there. I
Like
can't.
talk to your title company. So
Yeah.
you usually have to close 2 or 3 deals before you can build some sort of level of trust, and then you can ask them about doing virtual stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I did not know that at all. And then another thing is, and what's the best way to go about getting the buyers to see the house without me actually going there and to
Go to
show it to them?
freewholesaling.com. Again, like we kind of break this all down in there.
Yeah,
So part of the action plan is going through free wholesaling.
yeah,
I mean, man, you're in Dayton, dude, so you should be going there. Like honestly, you should be in person. You can walk them through. It's just riskier, man. Like the chance of a deal, getting that deal closed, drastically goes down once you start adding extra steps in between you
Yeah.
actually controlling the deal. You could have a runner, pay someone $50 on Facebook to go run to the house.
yeah,
Uber's a lot cheaper, man.
yeah,
So
Yeah, I mean, work on your transportation long term because you'll eventually need it, for other stuff other than wholesaling. But
yeah, definitely.
the
That's what I'm
reality is,
trying
if
to.
you can get in front of someone, your chances go through the roof. Because let's face it, if you ever say theoretically you want to break up with someone to get rid of them forever, it's much easier to do it over the phone than it is in person.
you keep bringing
Yeah.
this up.
I'm just telling you.
Oh my gosh.
It's true, man. Like it's like you can't. So when you're in front of like people don't like confrontation. That's why people argue on the internet.
Yeah,
But
because they can't see
that
the other
same
person.
person that's telling you to take a flying leap, they will never ever do it in your face.
Yeah,
90% of the time they won't do it. It's human nature.
yeah,
Humans don't want confrontation for the most part. So when you go in front of it, it's like it's much more personable. It's very well, and plus you're in your local market. So
yeah,
the whole virtual thing, I love it. Don't get me wrong, guys, but you put me against virtual and local, I will crush anybody. I will crush like I'm not even worried about it. It's a much better experience.
yeah.
So
It's just like right now at least, because like she was just born recently. I
I got it.
can't go out because I don't want to like have any much human interaction because like we're
Cold
trying
call,
to.
man.
So Chris,
Yeah,
just
cold call.
dude.
yeah, and just kill him with how old are you, Chris?
I'm 21.
Okay. So you're young. So
man.
I always tell you it's your greatest asset, dude. I would trade places with you in a heartbeat because you can't go back and buy time. So what you lack in experience, just make up with enthusiasm and just helping people out. Just be really, I know you're a little bit nervous on the phone with us, but like just
Yeah.
go out of your way. Go watch our wholesaling intro video and just kind of
Okay.
like just have
Yeah, I
fun
think I
with people.
started. I think I started it a little bit because I was watching a lot of your guys' YouTube videos,
Yeah.
and then I started going over there, starting to watch a little bit more on there. And I
Yeah.
watched like the way Zach got started, the way that you got
Yeah, man.
started, and I don't think I finished yours,
You're good, man.
Rick's, but
You're good, dude. Just remember, take action, and you're going to be a little bit uncomfortable. So, like, you got a child and you got some limitations, but that's not, you'll get through it, though. It's just like a little
Here's
bit
the
of
cool
a season.
part. Since you're up every 4 hours, you got plenty of time to watch videos, pull lists, and skip trace. So
yeah. But
look
I
at the
also,
This kid kept me awake for 3 years.
yeah, I mean, I
2
have the
years.
time, but I also don't because like I also have another business. It's a Facebook dropshipping business,
Oh God,
and
bro.
I try it's a lot of work,
Yeah.
but like not as much as I think this will be. So that's why I'm trying to put more towards my time towards this now that I got that set up.
Chris, let me
But
ask you
like,
this question. I made tens of thousands of dollars as a teenager drop shipping. How much are you making per month in profit drop shipping? Using Facebook ads?
no, I'm not using Facebook ads. I haven't really put a whole lot of like effort into listing every single day because like I've been kind of slacking because I've been taking care of her and
What's the
stuff
net?
like that. But I'm always using an excuse, but I mean it's the truth. But yeah, I don't make that much money. I mean, on estimate, maybe a month, maybe $1,500, $2,000
You're making
profit.
2,000 a month drop shipping, dude. I'm just being straight up
It,
with you. That's what I was doing when I was 16. I quit that, did wholesaling. You'll do a lot better with that, man. Going through AliExpress and going through which ones you want
no,
to
it's
use.
not. It's not AliExpress. I use retail, like Amazon, eBay. So like there'd be
Okay.
faster shipping times. So I'll be able to have they have it there like in a couple of days instead of from China, and the returns are all whack and stuff like that. So I
Chris,
mean,
there's guys making 50K a month in your market just wholesaling, and they're working
yeah,
less.
Think of one deal would completely change your life.
Wholesaling will be
yeah,
way
I
better.
know.
You only have so much of an attention span, especially having a newborn. and you
Yeah.
kind of make some decisions. I get it. One supplies some cash, the other one's not working, but everybody's in the same boat. We all have the same 24 hours. We all make decisions.
Yeah, I know.
You just have to prioritize what's important. And dude,
You're right.
you're 21. Like
Yeah.
you have so much time on your side. That's why, like when he started wholesaling, when he made the decision at 16, 17, it's like, dude, he was worried, like, how many mistakes I'm going to make? I'm like, you're going to make a ton. Don't worry about it. And within
Yeah.
honestly, within 1 year, he was completely self-sufficient on wholesaling while he was in high school.
Man, it's just taking action, dude. So you have the tools, man. You got
Yeah.
to make the ultimate decision. You are a man. So be a man, make that decision, and then take action. We're here to help.
Nah,
All
you
right,
got
thank
it,
you.
dude. Like, dude, I
Yeah.
didn't figure this out till I was 33, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna figure it out until I die. I feel like there's so much to learn about this, and it just goes
It's
on
It's
and on.
complicated and simple.
Oh,
Whatever way you want to
it's
look at it.
simple. It's simple, but you gotta put in the work. I feel like you guys
Yeah.
were saying in one of your
You
guys'
do,
videos,
baby.
like
Once
it's
you get
simple.
consistent, it becomes second nature. Just like learning your other operations. I just think there's more potential in wholesaling versus the drop shipping. I'm just because he
Yeah.
explored it. It's all somebody's want to do.
Yeah.
I knew nothing
I mean,
about
Chris,
it.
how many hours a week do you spend on the drop shipping?
Calculating maybe like 5, 6 hours, like 3 or 4 hours a day, give or take. So about
If you were cold calling probates 2 hours a day and pulling it for 2 hours, you make more money per month.
You just need one deal. Like
How
the
much
guy
pay cold call-
we talked to previous, he's been at 2 months. He was cold calling probates and mailing them. He's spending less than $100 a month,
I must pay my cold callers that.
and he's going to make 30 some odd thousand dollars. Just one deal. He still admits, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm figuring it out, and I want
Yeah.
you to get in that same boat. I really do.
all right, I will, and I'm
You will.
hoping
And at
so.
21, dude, you got nothing but time on your hands, man. You got like a 12-year head start over me.
Yeah.
Make the best of it, man. Like you have so much endless possibilities. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. And then another couple more questions I have. Is it a good idea to have an inspection period to my closing date, so I have that due diligence to be able to?
Chris, go to freewholesaling.com. It's all in there, man.
It's all there, buddy.
You need an inspection period for wholesaling.
Yeah, I know inspection period, but I was saying instead of 30 days, have it until the closing date, so I have all that time until the closing date to be able to back out of the deal.
You can.
That's a tough sell to the seller.
a very
though.
tough
think
sell.
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
why I was wondering if like the seller like I don't know
If you
about
can't
that.
get a deal sold in 30 to 45 days,
You don't have a deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just
Yeah,
get
see-
out of it. Like you move on.
All right.
Listen, we don't want to mess with people. We want to help them out. And honestly,
Yeah.
like if you can't find a buyer and it's just overpriced and they were pressing you on it, you gave it a shot and you moved on.
And it's not in the best seller's best interest to like be able to get out after 90 days.
I
Like
know.
you want to show you can
because we want
move
them to be on the hook. Think about it. So we
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
be fair and say, you
have a fair contract to
Correct.
them. Yeah. So and then do I have to put earnest money down, or can I use the buyer's earnest money to cover the their
I would
earnest
put at
money?
least $100 down. Do $100 till you can afford to do 1,000 or 500.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
your buyer will replace that instantly, and then they will release your money out of escrow.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I was curious of. Be a best to.
Chris, don't overthink it. Just
That's
go
what I think I'm
through the
doing.
modules, and then comes a point where you got to go out there and you just got to
take
do it.
action. Yeah.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. That's the hardest part. That's what I'm telling everybody on this video. We can study all day. It feels really good, but like you go out there and do it, it's like jumping out of the plane that's perfectly running fine, and you want to nobody voluntarily jumps out of the plane to go skydiving.
Yeah.
Freaks you out. Like someone usually has to push you or have you get
Yeah,
going. That's what I'm
wouldn't
trying to
jump.
tell you. Dude, you got a 12-year head start. You have your entire life in front of you. You have a beautiful baby girl. Go out and make it happen for them. They're depending on you, and you got to step up and get it done. Boom.
I will.
Okay,
Thank you.
bud. I'll see you, bud. Let us know.
All right. See you.
See you.
All right. We got Matisse. How do you say your name?
Call me Matt.
Matt,
You can go
how
with
are
Matt.
you?
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm good. How are
What's
you?
on? Good, man. How are you?
Perfect. Thank you.
Where
Thank
are
you?
you?
Thank you. Thank you. Slovenia, Europe.
Awesome, man.
I do
Beautiful.
virtual. Yeah, I do virtual wholesaling. I'm in El Paso market.
What market?
But El Paso, Texas.
Oh, that's a tough one, man. All right.
It's tough one. I love it.
It seems like a tougher one. All right.
I don't know. I don't know anything
I
about
love it. I just love it. I just love this market, guys. So
Okay.
my question is, I'm looking for the buyer for the hotel, and yeah, this is my question.
What kind of hotel are we talking?
So it's a hotel. It's not located in El Paso. It's located in
Don't
Florida.
tell me where. Please don't. I don't want. There's too many people watching this.
Okay.
So I don't want you say a city. Someone will look it up and try to steal your deal. So
Okay, go on.
I just want to get stolen, but it's in Texas.
It's in Florida.
Okay, perfect.
So
All right.
do you? My question is like it's a big deal. How can I find a buyer for this?
So is it like what would the ARV be closer towards it? Like, are we talking like $1 million, 50 million?
How many rooms start
Like-
there, roughly?
150.
Okay, so that's
We are-
definitely
we are-
hedge fund territory.
It's a hedge fund territory.
That's definitely hedge fund territory.
That's big boy stuff.
I would.
What
it's
what are
big boy
they?
stuff.
Are you still talking to him now, or do you have it under contract?
Yeah, it is under the contract.
Ooh.
Okay. What would the cash buyer price you've calculated on this be roughly?
Excuse me.
What would the price you'd look to sell it to a cash buyer?
23.
23
Yeah.
million?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's hedge fund territory. So honestly, what you got to be doing is it's a lot of work, but I would just be calling hedge funds and then companies that are having. I mean, you could get to REITs, but I think hedge funds are going to be the easiest for you just to get a hold of somebody.
Is it a flagship hotel, or is it like a? I don't. I'm not looking for a name, but is it a recognizable? Is it a high grade, or is it kind of like in like the C area? It's like kind of like a. It's not like a motel. It's like 150 rooms is significant.
No, it's not a motel. It's I will say it's a B class hotel.
Okay. You gotta get a hedge fund, man. Like, for example, like Cardone Capital type person. Now they're doing residential, but like those kind of bigger hedge funds that are like eating those things up at like extremely high valuations. That's where I'd be going after. Is it currently operational or is it vacant?
It's operational.
All right, that's easy, man. You got all the numbers for it from the owner? Yeah. So you find that hedge fund, you show those numbers. It's easy, man.
Hey Matt, how did you find
money.
this deal? Just so like everybody likes to learn.
So I have one guy. So I have one guy, which one is called calling Florida. We were starting, learning virtual wholesaling by ourselves. So he got this deal under the contract. So we are working to find a buyer for the deal.
Yeah, dude.
That's
if
awesome.
you get a hedge fund, and if you have the numbers you can send to them, if the numbers work at the cap rate, which a lot of them are, especially in Florida, you're good to go.
They're hard to find in Florida, buddy.
Hedge funds are good, man.
Where to find the hedge funds? How can you get access to the hedge funds?
Yeah. So do you have PropStream?
I don't.
Okay, no big deal. So honestly, what you can do is either use PropStream, which you probably don't here. I'd be looking at the cash sales if you can pull them from public records of large hotel units, and then find those type of hedge funds. So specifically, for example, I'll go here.
There's only going to be a few qualified buyers that can drop that kind of number, and it's not going to be like your regular everyday buyer. Like it's not going to happen with that.
So you have to go look at what you're mostly going to have to do is look at larger multifamily units in city or zip code. Please do not tell me because I do not need you to get this deal stolen, but find zip code or city and then look at the owners of other hotels and then look at the owners of large multifamily units of at least $15 to $20 million. And then what I want you to do is look up the cash sales on like LoopNet on there. And then if you actually go and look at the owners of them, so one of them, for example, you might find a $10 million hotel in that zip code. And it'll be like JLM Holdings in Miami Beach. What you do there is you cold call, like you just search up JLM Holdings. They usually have a call rep there. and hey, can I talk to your acquisitions department? And then you kind of have that conversation there. I have some videos on there where I was like live cold calling them, but you just ask to talk to the acquisitions department. You get an acquisitions manager. It's pretty much cake from there.
But sorry, Zach. Is the process the same, like a wholesale house or not?
Yep,
it is. They're just
You go.
they're more advanced.
Yeah,
So
it's more. I mean,
here's what everyone's.
profit.
They're all going to want to know what the NOI is. You know what that is?
Yeah, net operating income.
Yeah, that they're going to that and the cap rate, and they're going to use that as a basic qualifier before if it passes their snuff test, they'll entertain it. If it doesn't, they'll say, "Listen, we're not unless you get a better price, we're not interested." So, because remember, all hedge funds, big buyers, when you start to get into like the 5 million plus, it's all business, dude. Like there's no like personal drama. It's all about numbers and
Exactly.
And remember, when you call one person, hopefully that might be the right person, but you start connecting the dots and you go, hey, you might want to call this guy or this gal. They run this fund.
Exactly.
And they were looking for something in Florida. But you just got to be relentless on the phone calls and there's always a buyer for everything. Yeah. Everything in life. It doesn't matter what it is.
Exactly.
So you just got to find them. It's a little bit because there's only a certain percentage of companies or people that can buy that type of asset.
And some hedge funds only want residential. Some only want single family. So I would start looking at all the hotels in that city, county, or zip code and finding the owners. Obviously, most of them are going to be like, Hilton Hotel, Marriott, but like you're going to find some like whatever funding LLC, like something. And then that's you're going to have to cold call and then find all the multifamily units. What I've done too is I've actually gone to the so you can go to the you just look up hotels in the area. That's easy too. But what I've also done is I've gone to like apartments.com and found like the residential units for rent. It'll be like, Canyon Lakes or something, and if it's like a rental community, then you call the property manager and, hey, who's the owner? Oh, the owner is blah, 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 blah. Here's their phone number. And then you cold call that. There's so many ways to do absolutely for free too. You're going to have a lot of calls, man, because you're going to call about 50 of them. 4 are going to want it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You already know what to do, man. If you're able to lock this thing up, you're way smart enough to get this thing sold.
Yeah, you'll be flying high. You'll definitely have to come over to the States and celebrate. So you don't have to come here, but like you got to do some sort of celebration. So that's awesome, man. Like that's really taking some bold action there. So it's just you have to work a little bit harder for the buyer, but when you find them, your potential profits through the roof. So
exactly.
So I will tell you, when it comes, they're very harsh negotiators. Like they will press you.
Yeah, that's why I
constantly threaten you. So just understand it's part of the process. Whereas regular buyers, cash buyers, they're pretty simple. Like, okay, I'll take it.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
You got it.
Thank you, guys. One more question, if I can.
Shoot.
Thank you. About the comping in the Texas, right? Is the PropStream relevant for the doing the comps, or is MLS the best? MLS Success the best way?
MLS is going to be the best one.
Okay.
You can use like Zach data or like Batch. They're good too. So MLS is number 1. Use like PropStream or Batch. Try the free trial and just see which one like looks best. But like for Texas, that'd be the best one.
PropStream or Batch.
Get a free trial for both. See which one you like better.
Please. Thank you very much.
Pick apples and oranges. It's kind of the same.
You're gonna get the same results.
Yeah, it's
okay.
All right.
Talk to you
soon.
Have
a good one, man. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Let us know how it works out.
Thanks. That's awesome. Slovenia. We're getting everyone in the house.
Dude, I tell you. I got to get out of this country sometimes, man.
You can go to leisure.
We should go like on a world tour and visit like people all over like the world. That's what I want to do.
I should have asked him, how do you pronounce the capital? It's got 2 L's and a J.
Americans are really bad, dude. I apologize in advance.
Justin, what is up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep. What's up?
Hey, not a whole lot. I just wanted to, like everyone else, thank you guys for the awesome content. I just finished going through the course about a month ago. So I'm starting this week and really hitting the list and everything. So every time I hear you guys go on these lives, it's like, they're talking straight to me because this is what I need to hear right now.
Perfect.
I did have one quick question actually, because I had just talked to someone the other day, and it's for a mobile home, and he had a problem on it where it has a lien that is higher than the value of the actual property. So I was curious what your guys' experience is trying
Kinda
to like
lien?
clear up. I don't know the exact lien. I think it was just like a nuisance from the county.
Negotiate it down.
Yeah. So is that just going to the county and try and negotiate the lien with that, or like what's the process?
So here's how it works. Did you say it was a mobile home?
Yeah.
Okay. So what state we talking about here?
This is Florida. I'm in the Panhandle.
Okay. So every town has a magistrate that you can bring the hearings to. The best strategy you can have, if you can work with the homeowner or the owner, same thing, because a lot of times they're required to go to the hearing and like give their somber case. I had one on a probate where her husband passed away. She didn't mow the lawn for 3 months. Normal, right? And she moved away with family. They forgot husband took care of mowing the lawn. It got up. They gave her a violation. She fixed it 3 months later. Got like it whacked down, and that's it. The problem with a lot of these code violations, stuff like that, is you have to come back and you have to call to get it re-inspected. If you don't, they put a lien on the property, and it's between $50 and $100 a day. She had a $46,000 lien. It was insane. She's like, I can't sell you the house because I'm stuck. I worked with my title company. They helped me educate on how to abate the violation process. We filed for magistrate. We had to put like $300 up to show that we were legit. And then we got an affidavit from the seller. We got a copy of a death certificate, and we got it down to $3,000. So, but they usually only meet once a month, and it can be like a pain in the butt. So you have to set it aside. Worst case scenario, if you want to close a deal, a lot of them are like between $5,000 and $10,000. You can take that money and put it in escrow and sell the house while you try to negotiate that down. Worst case scenario, costs $5,000. Sometimes it's worth it for you to eat it if you get a really good deal on it, or the homeowner will eat it for you. They just love you trying to help them out with it. So those are usually the most negotiable ones, but you got to have a good story for it though, and you can't make one up.
Yeah, because the property, the owner was telling me that it's $100,000 because he had a $100 lien, and it just got out.
Well, how old is it?
How old is the property?
No, how old is it? How long ago was the violation from? How many years ago?
At least 2. I don't know the exact date. I didn't look up the.
Do the exact process I told you. It's worth a shot. The ones that are very difficult are IRS liens, child support liens. So like you ain't getting anywhere on those. Like you can, but they take 6 months to a year.
Yeah,
and they're very, very tiny discounts. These, it has to make sense. It has to pass the snuff test. If you can help it pass the snuff test, how do you do that? You have to work with the owner. And if they want to truly get rid of the property, they'll work with you on it. Guys, if you have a smaller lien, go ahead and close the deal. Put the money in escrow for the lien, and then you can still do it just like a regular abatement. Abatement means just, working it out, negotiating it down.
Okay, awesome.
They're ridiculous because they didn't come back out and like inspect it, and then they're going to stick them with it. Guys, you got to fight this. The cities are ridiculous on this stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks,
bud.
Justin. Have a great
Have
one.
a good one.
All right. Last one here. We got Elijah.
Elijah, you there?
My bad. I was muted. There we go.
All right.
What's
Perfect.
up?
Nothing much. I just wanted to come on and keep myself accountable. I want to try to do you guys a challenge. I've had analysis paralysis for a while. So I want to.
What market are you in?
I'm in Florida.
We're in Florida.
Central Florida.
He's right up the street.
Like what? We're talking Winter Haven, Sebring, Orlando.
Yeah, around Winter Haven.
Okay. You're good, man. Do the 90-day. The 90-day thing will be a breeze there.
You just got to be consistent with it. This is the big secret. Like nobody wants to share it. It's just consistent action on your part. period. I can't make people do this stuff. But once again, people want to come on a Mastermind Live. Like when anyone's ever struggling getting leads, I'm like, tell me what you did today.
Yeah.
Tell me what you did yesterday. And it always says, I go, listen, I can predict your future by telling me what you did the last 3 days.
Oh yeah.
It's just it.
Right.
Tell me what you ate. Tell me what time you woke up. Tell me how many books you read. Tell me what you ate. Like I can tell it really quickly. So, I appreciate you like being accountable. Like it's everything. It's just so much easier to get through this stuff. So,
Right. I did have one question. So I had called the water utility department, and they had said, well, first of all, should I talk to like some type of manager? Because when I talked to some lady, she was just like, "Oh, well, that's private information. I can't even give that out to you."
Manager.
Like,
And
this
go
is
to
like a
person,
public-
speak to the manager.
Okay, go in person. Got it.
they're going to remember, they're always going to give you resistance. You just got to
Yeah.
get through it and be nice as you can about it.
Okay. And when I go in person, let's say that happens again, should I threaten with like a FOIA request or?
Meet with the manager first and explain you're privy to this information. And then last worst case scenario, do that.
Don't bring out the whipping stick till the very end. If
Yeah.
you bring it up out front, the kids are like, I don't think you're going to whip me with that. Smack them just like that.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was my only question. Thank you guys for all you do. You know, I'll be back next week.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Awesome.
I hope hopefully next week we get 100 Driving for Dollars leads called, pulled, skip traced, and you'll let me know the results.
Yes, sir. I'll have more than that.
All right. Bro, just do 100. Get to freewholesaling.com first. Do 100. Trust me. Week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ain't going to be as easy. So enjoy the break.
Man, I've done enough waiting. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go.
All right. Well, I'm telling you right now, stay consistent with it. I'm telling you, one guy that decides to run 10 miles a day for 4 days straight and quits is worse off than the guy who runs 1 mile a day for a year straight. So I just don't need to burn out. But you're good, man. I appreciate it. You get after it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Have a good one.
Boom. Guys, if you have learned one lesson today with anything we've said, it is consistent action will lead you to the results. We have literally given you the key, handed you the key. The lock is getting your first 100K. You have to go physically move that key in the lock and do it. Take action. So, guys, that's all I got to do.
You got it, guys.
So, I appreciate it, guys. Tune in tomorrow. No live tomorrow. We're spending time with family. The most important thing, health and family. But obviously, since I can't do a live on Friday, I'm like, let me spend the next week. So I spent a week creating the most fire MLS course for you guys. So MLS wholesaling course is tomorrow. So no Friday with Rick tomorrow. It is just me releasing a video at 5 p.m. MLS mini course.
I get a day off.
Oh yeah. So it's literally
This ain't work to me, guys.
It's a $1,000, $2,000, whatever one. Probably I'd charge probably $1,000 for it. Teach you exactly how to wholesale in the MLS scripts, everything, dual agency, non-dual agency, the entire step-by-step process. Dropping tomorrow. Finally see you guys at 5 o'clock. See you guys there. But actually, I won't even be there. But but guys, check it out, and we'll see you on Tuesday. So see you guys. Have a blessed one. This is Zach Ginn signing out.
Rick Ginn signing out.
Go to freewholesaling.com. Like this video, subscribe, and stay away from these gurus.